Here in El Paso since 2002. Before we kick, we go down to the third member of our team, Jenny Dale. Jenny.
Well, the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl defines hospitality. It is felt from the moment these teams touched down at the El Paso International Airport. And this year, for the first time ever, both these teams arrived at the exact same time. It created the perfect setting for a little kickoff fiesta, guys. The teams, they were welcomed with a mariachi band and dancers. As you can see, the coaches and players got into the spirit with sombreros and dancing. And while the welcome to El Paso was a little bit unexpected, both coaches were blown away by the reception. Jeff Brom said it best. He said this bowl game has been around for a long time, and you can see why. Well, it's been a great few days leading up to this big game. Kickoff is right around the corner after this quick break.
At FanDuel, we know how great it is to celebrate a win. And we want everyone to celebrate this NFL season. That's why we're giving away over $1 million in prizes with FanDuel free-to-play games. So lace up those dancing shoes. Because with FanDuel, you can feel like a winner after every play. Make every moment more with FanDuel, official partner of the NFL.
Dr. Pepper presents a Fansville Playoff-uary special.
State got the 12th seed.
It's a playoff-uary miracle.
Dad, what's playoff-uary?
It's a full month of the college football playoffs. It starts in December and eats up most of January. It's like the holidays, but for college football fans.
And if we all believe, State will make a deep playoff run.
Do you really think that State has a chance?
Sure, but their defense will have to play lights out.
Our defense stinks.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
Dude, this thing is awesome. I know. I bought it using the cash rewards card from Navy Federal Credit Union. I get cash back on every purchase. Honestly, I can't imagine where I'd be without them. One word. Got it. Reeling in fish. No. Eating fish. Fish in the sea? Movie.
Introducing the new Cash Rewards Plus card. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
Like the sun, I'll be rising up. It's a new day, and I'm up early. Just like the sun, I'll be
ACC Big Ten matchup. Louisville and Washington here in El Paso. Jeff Brom in his second year as the head coach at his alma mater, former quarterback, 18-8. On the other side, Jedd Fisch, his first year as the head coach at UW after a successful run at Arizona. Chamber of Commerce Day here, folks. 61 degrees and living up to its reputation with sun. Nothing but sunshine.
Can't remember a better one.
You've done 15, I've done 11. I don't remember a better weather day. Let's play ball.
All week, and two teams that are ready to be here.
First ever meeting. Louisville goes back to 1958, the last time they were here. Washington, their last Sun Bowl appearance was 2002, and that was our colleague Rick Neuheisel's Huskies team. Washington won the toss and deferred, so Louisville will get the ball first.
You know, both teams have taken note that Notre Dame was in this game last year, had a good game, played hard, played strong, win the football game, and look where they are this year.
Exactly. And they did it with a backup quarterback, Steve Angeli, last year with Sam Hartman sitting out. So who knows, maybe that'll happen again. Grady Gross has got it teed up for the Huskies. And we're underway in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. And Louisville will bring it out to the 25-yard line as we take a look at our Wayfair lineups. And it's going to start with Harrison Bailey out of Marietta, Georgia. Fourth career start, but his first in the Cardinals uniform. Mentioned Tyler Shuck has opted to get ready for the NFL draft, and that gives Harrison his chance by way of Tennessee and UNLV. They know how to score points.
And they know if you play quarterback, you might want to play for Jeff Brown.
No kidding.
He's had a bunch of them, and they all know how to throw the ball.
Isaac Brown, the tailback in the pistol set, will get the handle. And he's going down, a loss on the play. And Isaiah Ward closed down from his defensive end spot. Here's the lineup for the Cardinals on their offensive front. The backs and receivers, they're down one of their key receivers. We'll talk about that as we go. That leaves Chris Bell as the leading receiver right now, coming in with 37 catches. Jacoby Brooks has also opted out to get ready for the NFL. Second down and 11. Bailey's first throw is on the money, out to the 30-yard line. It'll bring up third down and about 5. Colin Lacey with the catch. Defensively for the Huskies, their defensive front, Jacob Bandez, man, he's been around a while. 59th career game he's playing in. Carson Bruner, their leading tackler, the captain of the defense.
I would assume he's out of eligibility. Are you?
I
I'm
think
just
so.
guess on that one.
Babiculatin, Cameron, the safety, also one of the captains on the back end. Confab, one of their key players in the secondary. Third down and 5. Bailey has time, throws short, and it's going to be just short. Bring up fourth down and a yard. Got it to Chris Bell.
You saw Lacey caught the first pass. In addition, joining this game, now Colin Bell, one of their regulars, just short as Nest Soldier. And so far, unless we got a fake punt, we're going to see a punt.
And we're going to see it from Carter Schwartz. Good story. Our ace spotter, Clint Deans, called down to the SID and said, "Your punter's not out there." And he said, "He's not." And they looked around, and Brady Hodges wasn't around. He's not. He just walked away somewhere. So
a late opt-out.
A late opt-out. So Carson Schwartz with his 13th punt of the year.
Or the wrong Mexican food last night.
But we want to thank Clint, and so does Louisville, for letting them know their punter wasn't here. That's a good story. Let's take a look at the way fair lineups going the other way after the 3 and out. And Damon Williams, we talked about, out of Chandler, Arizona, had a huge game against Oregon as far as completion percentage, but he was sacked 10 times in the loss to the Ducks, who were in the playoff.
Little movement up front, going back 5.
False start. Offense, number 74. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Hank Johns, our referee. So not the way Jed Fish wanted to start the first snap. Backs it up to the 17-yard line. On the ground, a 2-yard gain for Jonah Coleman. Offensively for Jonah Coleman and the group that'll block for him. Landon Hatchett had started at guard all year. He flips over to center in this Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Boston and Jackson combined for 134 catches on the season. So 2 really good receivers for Damon Williams to throw to.
Yeah, and Hatchett that's what they look like they'd like to line up in next year in at center. So they're projecting forward.
That was Boston in motion, and Williams' first throw is knocked down at the line. That'll bring up third down and long. William Spencer might have been the guy that got a hand on it.
I think it was Clark, number 6, I think. Yes, it was.
Right. Lamont is not the tallest guy and has to throw through some of those openings that he can find. Let's see if he finds one on third down at 13.
Well, the story the last time that Washington played was 10 sacks versus Oregon. Let's see if Louisville can put a little pressure on this mobile quarterback.
He backpedals and throws, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and this might be a touchdown, and it is. Tavion Nicholson for the Cards for the score.
One of the last things that Jed Fish said to us in our meeting was, you have to be careful against this Louisville secondary. They set on throws. They fool the quarterback. There's the guy that gets it right there. Damon does not see him squat. He leaves his guy and goes for the crossing man. He read man-to-man. They were playing switch. They fooled the quarterback on the first third down throw of the day.
Tavion's second interception of the year is a 21-yard pick 6. And the extra point is up and good.
He absolutely said it. We got to watch out for these zones. It's easy to throw against man-to-man, but those switching zone coverages, that's what gets the young quarterbacks, and that's what happened.
Only the 10th interception by the Cardinals this year, but the 7th in the last 4 games, and this one is good for a touchdown. Davion Nicholson.
Yeah, that was a fortunate spot. That's usually the spot where Quincy Riley, the opt-out, would be playing corner. Gets the first one thrown right at him.
That's right. In fact, that's the first pick six for Louisville since 2022 against Wake Forest.
Louisville had two really important players on defense opting out, two mainstays over there, Riley and Gelati. And that's a big question. Gelati took a lot of pressure in the pass rush.
Yeah.
They had to kind of tilt the coverage of blocking towards him. We'll see who emerges for that Louisville pass rush.
And that's the first interception thrown by Damon Williams this year against 4 touchdown passes in his limited duty. Played in every game, but as Gary said, the start came against Oregon.
You know, that was a tricky coverage. I'm not just saying it as a young player. That's a tough one on any level quarterback. They switched late, looked like man-to-man, switched very late, and they caught him.
Made Ron English happy, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, one more look at it. You know, Louisville actually blitzes 2 linebackers. They're bringing 6 people on the play, and you get the crossing route across, and then right at the end of it, Nicholson just steps off his man and switches, and he's right there.
And that's an easy one.
Heads up play, though. You got to look at the quarterback's eyes. You got to see where he's tracking.
Let's see how the young quarterback is affected, if at all. Probably put it on the ground to Coleman and have him settle his nerves a little bit. And Jonah goes for a couple. Louisville's defense, that was Desmond Tell who made the tackle on the defensive front. Number 99 made that stop. Purrier has been around a long time. Started as a walk-on for 2 years, and now he's one of the leaders of the defense. There's a linebacking core. And the guy that just made the play, Nicholson, number 23. As Gary said, wouldn't have been the starter, and so far he's a star in the first 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Coleman again bangs his way up to the 30, and that's going to bring up 3rd down again.
So the biggest alert for this Louisville defense in this game is the running ability of Damon Williams. You know, when Will Rogers was the starter, and he, as Ness told you, he started most of the year. Whole different look now with Williams. As you pass rush, you have to make sure where that guy might take that ball and run with it. You got to do not get deeper than the quarterback.
And here he goes.
Just like that.
And he didn't get there, and he took a big hit from Nicholson. So he comes up short in his 4th down.
Did Logan get a hand on him as well? I'm not sure who else, but it was, again, very aggressive, 6-man rush. Looks like there's an angle, and no, eaten up right at the end of it.
And so it's another 3 and out. And that'll bring out Jack McAllister to punt. Back deep, Colin Lacey. Lacey, good return man, both as a punt returner and a kickoff return specialist. Nice punt. Whoa, no fair catch and drilled at the 15-yard line.
Nice punt, better coverage.
Perfect coverage. And that's the chance you take with no fair catch. You pay the price.
That was wide receiver Denzel Boston that ran down that one.
Nice job by the punter. Even better by the coverage team, as Gary said.
Lucky, which surprised me, they came out and run for 350-plus yards against them. I mean, if they have that type of attack, Harrison Bailey's going to be patting a lot of butts in the huddle. Nice job, guys. Nice job.
It surprised Jeff Brom, too. He said, I didn't know we were going to be able to do that against Kentucky.
Absolutely.
So 1st down at the 15. They were 3 and out on their first offensive series. Their score, if you just joined us, was an interception for a touchdown. So Isaac Brown, the freshman out of Homestead, Florida, with Harrison Bailey in the shotgun. Maybe a blitz coming off the corner from the Huskies. Bailey with a guy right in his face, and that was almost picked off. Incomplete.
That's one of those RPOs. If you're the offensive coordinator, you go RPO. Because he read it late, and that could have been really bad.
That was close to targeting almost on the hit on Bailey at the very end, but no call. 2 tight ends set now at 2nd down and 10, and Bailey under center.
And if Hicks didn't get his hand on it, it might have been a pick.
High backfield, 2nd man around the corner, And almost breaking it was Isaac Brown. As it is, he got 6, maybe 7. The season in review for Louisville, we talked about some close losses. 8-4 record. All the losses by 1 possession. Second straight year with 8 wins. They beat Clemson, which was the ACC champion. Their probably most perplexing loss was to Stanford. But they finished the season strong. As Gary said, they beat Pitt and they beat Kentucky pretty good.
Yeah.
And they can score points. They come in averaging almost 37 a game.
Yeah, 37-9 and 41-14 those last 2 games. Big wins. As Jeff Brom told us, I get ready for Kentucky every week, right?
Absolutely. In-state rival. 3rd down and 3. Bailey stands tall. Rips it down the middle. Incomplete.
Did it hit the umpire?
It was sure close. I think it did. And Rick Pedraza.
Hit him in the arm, I think.
Rick's the umpire. And you look at
yeah, his left arm.
He's going to have a bruise there tomorrow.
Exactly.
Lay it out of the way, Rick. Oh.
You know, and it had not hit him. That one might have been picked.
He threw that into triple coverage.
That's right. He had a white guy shirt, a black shirt, and a striped shirt.
That's right. Here's a fair catch taken. Denzel Boston at the 43-yard line. Good field position this time when the offense comes back out for the Washington.
It looked like it's man, but the Louisville defense has been in charge.
Kind of a strange start. 7-0 lead. Louisville doesn't have a first down yet, but they've got a touchdown advantage courtesy of that guy. Well, Damon Williams still looking for his first completion. 0 for 2 so far, and an interception.
And he was so accurate in that last game. That was the one thing that Coach Fish was so impressed that even though he had 10 sacks, he was so accurate in that football game, 17 for 20.
For 201 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he might have to go a little bit more downfield with the football right now. Looks like Louisville is sitting on him on those short throws.
Jordan Washington in the backfield. They call him Rocket Ship. He's got some wheels, and he's using them right there to get it out to the 49-yard line. Wasn't used that much during the regular season. They said during the bowl practice, put a few more things in for number 4.
Watch the right tackle get outside right here as Uparty gets downfield on the reverse type play. Kind of a sweep. Watch him get downfield, get wrapped around, and right at the end of the play, gets a big kick-out block on the safety on the play.
That's when the safety's saying, I don't want any part of this guy, but I have to. 2nd down and 5. Adam Muhammad. Play fake, short throw, tight end's got it. First down, Latu, and Latu's got it down to the 40-yard line. First down for the Huskies.
I just wonder that time if Drew as a party didn't get away with a little bit of a hold on that screen pass. Watch him right here, number 74, again in the action. Going to get the ball out quick, get it to the tight end screen, and whoa, he had his hands out, didn't he?
A little bit of a hook.
Yep.
12-yard pickup, though, for Khalil Latu.
If the yellow doesn't fly, it's not a hold.
That's right. First down by either team. Muhammad stays in the backfield with Williams, who wants to throw here on first down. Plenty of time. Going deep, man's there. Got it. Touchdown, Washington. And it's Giles Jackson.
That's what I thought. They've been sitting on all those plays. You got to let the quarterback throw it down. Man to man, nobody in the center of the field. Watch Giles gets a full head of steam. Nobody inside. Outside technique with no free safety. One big play for Nicholson and one bad play for Nicholson. When you have nobody in the middle of the field, you got to take away the inside. He did not.
Well, after we told you Damon Williams was 0 for 2 with an interception, he goes 2 for 2. And the second completion's a 40-yard touchdown, and Nicholson is still down in the end zone.
Really like the way that Brendan Carroll, the offensive coordinator, kind of sensed that Louisville was setting on things and went deep and got the big play. Kind of got landed on him right on him, didn't he? See, look at this. This is the area right here. If you're a quarterback, you're going, okay, I got a post on, and I got to throw this. And I'll
he's got
take
great time, too.
Yep.
Yeah, he's right on the money. Jackson's
looked like they rushed 3 players after they've been rushing 6. So everything worked for the Huskies on that play.
Williams 2 for 2, 52 yards, and the touchdown on that 57-yard drive. And we're a point away from a tie ball game.
Well, Travion Nicholson saw both sides of the hero goat thing, didn't he, in a couple of plays?
Hopefully he'll be able to come back. Shaken up on attempting to make the breakup in the end zone. And for Giles Jackson, his 75th catch of the year and his 4th touchdown grab of the season. Grady Gross for the extra point. Up and good. So 8:09 to go. First quarter. Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Another angle of Giles Jackson's 40-yard touchdown catch. Damon Williams. We're even at 7 in El Paso. We had our wishes. 2025 just hours away. Happy New Year's Eve from El Paso in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Tony's in the house. He was up in the booth with us before the game. You saw him on the field. He'll be down there with Jenny later. It's been a busy Tiger this week.
He's been everywhere, hasn't he?
Been everywhere. Just a 3-play drive to tie the game up, and a 40-yard touchdown pass to Giles Jackson. And Grady Gross will set to kick away to Colin Lacey. Brady's taking his time.
He's on TV. Why not?
That's right? Exactly right. And he kicks it into the end zone, so we'll bring it out to the 25, and we'll go down to Jenny now.
Well, as you guys mentioned, Harrison Bailey making his first start for Louisville. Now, he told me he's been mentally preparing to start in this game for a few weeks. He's very close with Tyler Shaw. Tyler told him, you've been in this offense. You've helped create some magic this season. Here is your chance. Go out there, be you, and go shine. Guys, Coach Brom said Harrison is very confident and that he's been sitting, waiting in the wings for this opportunity.
He said sometimes he's maybe too confident. That was with a wink.
Kind of goes with that position.
I was going to say quarterbacks are like that. Trust me, I spent 15 years with this guy. And he's going to run with it here, and a good run it is.
Absolutely.
14 yards and a first down.
So Harrison was really a 4-star, highly recruited player out of Georgia when he went to Tennessee. Sometimes you get that call at quarterback a little too early in your career. You know, then coaching changes, modern world, transfer portal, quarterbacks come in, and you never know. Everybody's watching every game you play for an opportunity of where you might end up for your next snaps. You remember, Miller Moss is coming in here.
That's right.
Next year, the quarterback from Southern California.
Snaps a throw off, complete, short gain out for a couple. Colin Lacey.
Talking about making an opportunity when you get a start, right?
Yeah, last year in the Holiday Bowl, he lit this team up for 6 touchdowns. That's how he got the USC starting gig after Caleb Williams was the #1 draft choice of the Bears. So crazy things happen.
You know, I always feel like when you're at the YMCA and you're picking up teams and then the other guy's doing good, you just look, well, why didn't we take that guy? I mean, Jeff Brom's going, well, that guy's pretty good.
Yeah. This is Duke Watson. And Watson's got a first down and more. Still on his feet. And Duke's got it down to the 46-yard line.
Just very, very interesting way, imaginative way to run the ball. Modern college football. 2 running backs in the game. Follow the big tight end that time, Nate Kursky, and make positive yards. And both these, I don't know if these backs are breakaway game speed, but I'll tell you what, 8, 9, 12 yards, that's a good twosome.
You know, Duke Watson, the last 3 games, he's had 290 yards and 5 touchdowns. He's not the starter. So that's the duo Gary was talking about in the open. And now they go back on a fly sweep to Lacey. He got a couple. Nice job defensively to make the stop, and it was Carson Bruner on the tackle.
So that's the interesting addition to this Louisville offense for this bowl game. Ja'Cory Brooks, their best receiver, opted out of this football game. As told you, they had 4 of them that were opting out of this game. But Colin Lacey opted in.
Yeah.
He was hurt and he used his 4 games up, but now he can come back and play and not lose his red shirt.
Yeah, he's a red shirt, but in a bowl game it doesn't matter. So he's back and he's playing well here in the first quarter. Bailey faced the toss sweep and fires deep sideline, just a little too far out in front of Lacey, his intended receiver.
Yeah, really nice job that time by Dyson McCutcheon, number 21. Big of a wheel route, and what you have to do on that, especially in college football, watch Dillon get his hands on him and slow him down just a bit. Just a little bit of a nudge really throws him off and couldn't get back up to speed. Good defense by the safety and McCutcheon coming across. That's right. If they don't catch it, put that finger up.
Just be careful how many times you do it. They're coming back your way eventually.
Comes back to haunt you real fast.
3rd down and 8. Here's a blitz from the Huskies. And he's going right down that same spot. Still overshot his intended receiver. And Prysock was covering Chris Bell all the way down the sideline.
Chris Bell is a good size. Out in practice watching this guy. I mean, he's like 220 pounds. Matched up against Prysock, would have taken a perfect pass. If you're going to play bump and run coverage, you're going to have to live with a guy getting open that much a yard like that. It took perfection, and it was not.
Denzel Boston trots out.
I'm kind of surprised they went deep on that one. I thought that was a play where you pick up 3 or 4 yards and you go for it on 4th down.
Right. Either that or maybe get enough to try a field goal. But a punt instead. End over end job. And who's going to find it? They're going to find it. The Cards, that is, at the 1 yard line are very close to it.
That works too.
That was Chris Hughes down there. And made a great play on the special teams. We've had good punts for both sides.
And Ness was talking about opportunities for quarterbacks. Well, the last couple of these Sun Bowl games, we've seen it. Nick Patty 2 years ago came in and was the star of the game. Throwing the ball, running the ball, came through for his team in that win. And then last year, Notre Dame with Sam Hartman opting out. Steve Angeli made a name for himself. He wasn't the MVP, but he could have been in that game.
That's how you do Project Smarter, presented by the Home Depot. It was Faison that was the MVP,
he was.
Right? Because I said Angeli was, and you go, no, it was Faison.
And I'll tell you what, Faison's playing really well right now for Notre Dame.
You're not kidding. They marked that at the 3 yard line. So here's bruising run for Jonah Coleman to pick up about 4 yards.
And that's the key to the defending this Washington team right here. Obviously, they hit the big one, but Jonah Coleman only ran for 3 yards against Oregon. And that is beat circle. If you're staying, you look at this guy Coleman, you go, if we stop that tailback, we got a chance.
That 3 yards was on 11 carries.
Jeez.
And you saw there, when he takes a hit, he usually doesn't go down.
Absolutely.
80% of his yards is after contact.
And you look at him, and I think it was him in practice. They were mixing up their numbers.
He's put together.
Yes.
2nd down and 6. Muhammad takes his spot right now. He gets his carry. Whoa.
That could be a face mask. Did they catch it?
It was maybe the back of the helmet. I don't know, but
it could have been inside the helmet as well. Let's see if they got it or got away with it.
I know one thing. He's moving his neck around right now.
Yeah, that should have been a face mask. If you get your fingers inside the helmet, it doesn't have to be the face mask.
So coulda, shoulda, but it's 3rd down and 4.
Well, and it has not been a pretty 3rd down for Washington. 0 for 2.
They haven't been pretty all year. 36% on 3rd down conversions. And Devon Williams is going down for a loss. They're going to be punting from deep in their end zone.
So one of the things that the Louisville defense was talking about is that we've seen a lot of mobile quarterbacks all year.
Right.
We're used to it. We know how to handle it. We know how to defend it. And so far, they've been ready for the... Ooh, that is...
Took a shot.
That one hurts.
Louisville's defense has been strong here in the first quarter, and now they're going to have to punt. Jack McAllister is about 7 yards deep in his end zone here. This should give the Cardinals great field position. Right around the 50, maybe. Ooh, and they got close to blocking it as well. Taken at the 43. And breaking tackles, Colin Lacey. Lacey all the way to the 32-yard line.
And Ness, was that Lacey on the last one that he didn't fair catch?
Yes.
Well, this guy, they had a block on this time, so he knew he had no help back there.
He's the Lone Ranger
and he
back
goes,
there.
Listen, I've been waiting all year. I only got to play 4 games. I'm playing. And boy, he has showed it back to back.
50-yard punt, and he takes it 21 the other way.
And he knows he's got no help, and watch him just beat the first wave, and then boom, he takes off.
Great return. He averaged 38 yards on his kickoff returns, including one for 100 for a touchdown, and punt returns shining on that one too. So great field position.
No wonder they were touting him coming back to this lineup.
Isaac Brown, the tailback in the pistol set behind Harrison Bailey at the 32-yard line. He'll get the handle and picks up about 3.
When we visited with defensive coordinator Steve Belichick for the Huskies, he said, I know Jeff Brom's a quarterback, and I know they like to throw the ball, but job one is we got to control this running game from these two guys. There's Steve. He's easy to spot.
He is. And when you talk to him, he sounds very much like his father.
He sure does.
2nd down and 8. Tie game, but an opportunity here for the Cards after that great punt return to pick up some points here. And following his blockers up, tripped up, nice defensive play. Isaac Brown, I thought, had some open field, and Carson Bruner said, I got you.
It absolutely was Carson Bruner, because if he doesn't get his hand on him this time, watch 42, he has to dodge the block and then still reach out and make the tackle. He's #1 in tackles on this team, and you can see why.
Really good football player. Came in over 90 tackles plus 3 interceptions. Jay Higgins of Iowa is the only other Big Ten player to accomplish that, and Jay's one of those Butkus type guys. So 2 really good linebackers.
Oh, man.
Big opening. Off to the races. Isaac Brown to the 3-yard line.
Well, I tell you, on this play, Washington was playing pass all the way. They were going to go after the quarterback, and it was just one wall in from the outside. Beautiful job of reading, and they gassed him.
Wow, that was a huge hole. And 24-yarder.
Carson Bruner ran right by him on his way to the quarterback. That's a big change-up call there.
First 3rd down conversion. It's a 24-yard pickup, and it's 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. Duke Watson, and going to be dropped for a yard loss. It'll be 2nd and goal. Mikel Esteen made the tackle.
Watch Bruner. He's thinking quarterback, 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 okay? Gets it up, he's spinning away, going the other way. Just nowhere to go. When you bring your linebackers up to the line of scrimmage, there's no second level to make that play.
A minute to go. First quarter. 2nd down and goal. Extra lineman, and they're going to call a timeout here, or there's going to be a flag.
They did. They threw a flag. It was an illegal shift.
False start. Offense, number 70. He was down in a 3-point stance and lifted up after he was covered up. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Well, Trevante Sylvester is used to being in a 3-point stance, not moving around.
See, that's interesting. Okay, they were going on balance, and since he was covered here, he can't move. Like if you're a tight end on the end man line of scrimmage, you can pick up your hand and move, but if you're covered, you cannot.
So that's going to make their 2nd down and goal a little tougher.
And if I'm wrong, I'm sure Gene will call in. We don't have him today. He's got my cell number.
He's got all our numbers.
That's right.
Just inside the 10, 2nd down and goal. The backfield empties. Harrison Bailey looking, crossing route, broken tackle, and touchdown. Cullen Lacey. As Gary said, he came to play.
Holy cow. Well, he doesn't fair catch. He runs punts when they go for the block. This time he lines up at a wide receiver position, comes in open, and watch this. Takes it on, spins through it, and then leaps over the goal line. What a play.
9-yard touchdown reception for number 5, and boy, did he do some work, not only to get that drive going, but to finish it off.
Got hurt in the offseason, okay, with a broken collarbone. Came back, only played 4 games. He's itching to play football.
Extra point is up and good. With 27 seconds to go. He started all this off on a 50-yard punt with nobody back to help him. He'll take it 21, weaving his way and breaking tackles to set up shop for them.
And after the catch, there was nobody to help him again. and he split him for the touchdown.
By number 5, Colin Lacey, punt return and then a touchdown catch.
There he is, right on the bench. And what do we talk about in the open? When guys want to play in these bowl games, they play like that.
And he's given his team the 14-7 lead, and he's given Harrison Bailey, by the way, his first throwing touchdown of the year. Didn't have to throw it far, but he got it to the right guy.
Thought he started off, Harrison Bailey, a little shaky, but the running game has calmed him down.
That's exactly what we thought would help him. Travelstead's kick. This is returnable from the 3. Jonah Coleman. Coleman blasts his way out to the 30, or very close to it. Live CBS Sunday. Don't miss Hollywood's biggest party. Nikki Glazer hosts the Golden Globes. Live CBS Sunday and streaming on Paramount Plus. It's a golden day here in El Paso. Beautiful. The Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Sunshine. Temperatures moved its way into close to the mid-60s. And there's our quarterback comparison so far. 1 misfire from Damon Williams. 1 good fire, a 40-yard touchdown. And that's where we are, 14-7. Williams steps up in the pocket and now takes off. And got tripped up, but still picked up about 7 yards.
Let's see. I saw a receiver fall down on the play. I wonder if he was going to go. Yes, I think he was going to go to DeGraff and made a quick decision because DeGraff fell down on the pass route. That was not a quarterback draw. That was just a quick read by Damon.
End of the first quarter, the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. Welcome back to the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. We head into the second quarter.
Yeah, watch this last play. Great play by Damon Williams. The tight end right here, Decker DeGraff, is the #1 receiver. He falls down, and Damon makes a good decision to get it and save the play. That's why they're in a position here with good for the first down opportunity. It's one of the things Coach Fish talked about, Damon Williams. He's a great thinker, a quick thinker at quarterback.
And a quick runner as well. 2nd down and 3. And they're going to be short of the first down. Moments ago, Jenny was with Jeff Brom.
Coach, with so many opt-outs, how did this team come together in that first quarter?
Well, we've had plenty of time to practice. Anytime we get new guys in, we expect them to play well. And I think, we had to get a little rust off. I'd like to be a little sharper on offense. But we found a way to get a score there. Defense had a tremendous turnover that helped us. But we just got to play better. Everybody's got to kind of gel together, relax, and play harder and execute better.
Thank you very much, Coach.
Thank you.
Jenny sort of alluded to the fact that there are 22 players that would have been on the regular season roster at the end of the year not here with Louisville. It's a 3rd down and 2. And so far, UW has not converted a 3rd down today. Williams, he's going to take off again, and he's going to make it easily. And took a shot at the 48-yard line, but it's a first down.
Watch this. It's a triple mesh this time for the crosser. You're going to get 3 receivers from Washington blocking for the crossing route. But again, Louisville handles it. They switch off, and it's covered, meaning the quarterback has nothing to do but run, and he does it pretty well.
Ron English said, have you seen how fast this guy is?
Yeah,
we said, yeah. And then when we talked to Jed Fish, he said, he's not quarterback fast. He's fast. Here he is looking to throw off play action, and he might take off again. And will, but he only got back to the line of scrimmage before he's run out. Let's check in with Jenny.
Yeah, quick update on Louisville DB Tavion Nicholson. Remember, 7 minutes into the game, he was landed on in the end zone, went straight to the injury tent, spent about 10 minutes in there, came out without a helmet, went into the locker room. Guys, I'm told he is out for the game.
Okay, Jenny, that puts Raymond Mosby in a true freshman in his spot, or at least he has played the last couple of snaps there.
And remember, with Quincy Riley out of the game, that means it's their #4 corner out there playing.
Yep. 2nd down and 10 at the 48. Williams waits and waits and waits too long. Down he goes. And it's Ramon Perrier, a guy that was a walk-on for a couple of years, a Louisville native, and He just hung in there, and he did on that play.
And again, Louisville backs out into the zone, and that's one of the things with you're playing a young quarterback. They love man-to-man coverage if you're looking downfield, but if you're looking at a lot of white picket fences, sometimes you hang on to it too long with the zone look. Again, 10 sacks in the Oregon game. Not all him, but I think that one was.
Ramon playing in his 67th career game for his hometown team and comes up with a sack there, forcing a 3rd down and 16. This throw to the tight end. Going to have to break a couple of tackles, and he did, but he's not going to get the 1st down. Kaliki Latu tried to make something out of that.
But they get enough to go for it. Kaliki Latu, long distance. He avoids 2 of them from Quinn at first. And then another, but it does look like Jed Fish has said, we're going to at least line up in punt formation.
And that means McAllister, Louisville, 6 block hits this season, 3 punts, 3 field goals.
It appears that Louisville's in a punt safe. They're going to play for a fake.
McAllister's going to kick it away, though.
Not very well.
No, out of bounds. Let's see where they mark this. They're going to walk this up past the 20.
Yeah,
they might. There we go.
This is going to be about a 20-yard punt at the most.
And is spotted at the 28-yard line with 11:39 to go in the first half. The faces of the Cardinals and the Huskies in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl in El Paso. You're not going to kid a former cheerleader.
Absolutely.
You can't put anything by her, man. Oh, boy.
At our great party a couple nights ago, Jenny was, I think, doing that dance.
I think she's doing something similar.
Yep. I saw Mr. Nestler out there, too.
I saw you move.
I know. I didn't stop. I was just moving.
I noticed that you danced sort of like Jeff Brom did in that
right,
at the beginning.
My arms. That's
yes.
what I do.
Harrison Bailey off the RPO. Incomplete. Good coverage on the corner by Thaddeus Dixon.
Again, they're squatting on these throws. They do not think Harrison Bailey is going to go deep on him. You just take note of that if you're a play caller.
He's launched a couple long ones, one on a wheel route and one for Chris Bell. They were both about 2 yards too far in front of their intended receiver. 2nd down and 10. They'll keep it on the ground this time. And out to the 33 goes Duke Watson. Duke Watson and Isaac Brown, when they came into this game, not adding what they've had so far, but that's close to 1,600 yards and 18 combined touchdowns. So 1-2 punch that's going to be around a while in Louisville.
And as Coach Brown told us, we ask our running backs in our offense, and Jeff's been running this for a long time. He actually quarterbacked basically this offense. Our running backs have to pass block, catch the ball, then run the ball.
Exactly. 3rd down conversions haven't been a strong suit here in the first half. Isaac Brown in the backfield with Bailey, who's set to throw. Getting some pressure, throws complete. It's a 1st down at the 40-yard line, and he got it to Chris Bell.
Good job of that offensive line that time for Louisville. Gave Harrison enough time to look around. That was about his 3rd look. Up front, 4-man rush. Good job to the outside, pushing him by.
One thing Harrison has going for him that Damon Williams does not. Harrison's 6'5", and he can see some things maybe that Damon can't. Well, doesn't have the wheels, of course, but
you take what you got, you use it, right?
Yep. 1st down at the 40. 5 minutes into the 2nd quarter. Blitz coming off the edge. And the throw is complete. Bell again.
Bailey's pass complete to Chris Bell.
And they're going to go a little tempo here. Or at least they show that. 2nd and 5 at the 45. And only about 1.5 yards for Isaac Brown. It'll bring up 3rd down. Brown goes out. Watson comes back in. The 13 Third downs have been manageable yardage, just been tough to come by. Tight end Redmond in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. It's going to be
nice
close.
Spin forward. It's going to be real close.
Bruner was holding on, and it looks like he's going to be. Headlines was showing that he's short.
Yeah, just maybe the length of the football short. Watch the spin right at the end of it. That's what gives him the chance. Well defended, but just for Duke, just short of that 50-yard line.
I was going to say it wasn't the most gracious of spot, but he kind of bounced that last foot or so.
Yep.
So fourth down.
You don't fly out to El Paso and not go fourth in a length of a ball.
They're 8 for 20 on fourth down this year. Fourth down and a couple feet. Here they go.
Oh, he didn't make it by much.
I think he made it, but not by much. The Huskies think they stopped him. It was Bruner who was celebrating and then made the hit.
I don't think so.
Guess not.
It's got to go to the 50-yard line.
He didn't get it.
Bruner kind of dove over the pile to do it. They might have to look
I think
at
it's
this.
closer than it looks.
I do too. Now you got to look at this. Remember, they have the line, the 50-yard line. They don't have the yellow line, obviously. The ball is in his left hand. Does the elbow come down in front of the line or behind the line?
What a great play by Bruner, though. Just Superman.
Dives over him.
Oh, jeez.
The way he spun, I think they got the spot right. I think he's going to be short.
Well, everything's under review, and
I don't see anything that would overturn that call.
Richard Brown is our replay official. That's Hank Johns, a referee.
Watch Bruner go over.
That is an awesome play.
That's how you play Big Ten linebacker right there.
He was only third team all Big Ten at linebacker, but you don't think there's that many around that are better than him.
Still odd for me to see fourth in a football and you go shotgun now. I'd have to.
Yeah.
Ruling on the field has been confirmed. Runner was short of the line to gain. First down, Washington.
Bruner with the stop. Huskies take over on downs. Carson Bruner, play of the game so far defensively, at least for the Huskies. Steve Belichick said, that's why I taught him to do it just like that. Chipotle. Edward Jones. And by Geico. Both teams visited Fort Bliss, spent some time at the El Paso Children's Hospital. Did a lot of stuff together. Got to take you back. Carson Bruner, you just don't see plays this cool. I'm going to show you this one more time. The leading tackler and the captain of the defense. Watch this play.
That's close enough for Brad to name a cat after, right?
Yeah. And the reaction. And Jenny's got more on that guy. Good lineage.
All right, well, Carson Bruner is the son of legendary Washington tight end and 14-year NFL vet Mark Bruner. So Carson, he was a student of the game from a very young age. And when it was time for him to commit to a program, the Huskies weren't the automatic choice. The frontrunners were Oregon and Utah, but legacy and being close to family took over. Guys, I'll have more after this play.
Did his daddy's games in both college and the NFL. Damon Williams, plenty of time, going deep. Man wide open, and it's a touchdown to Giles Jackson again. 49 yards for the score.
Boy, you talk about a bust. This is a bust of major proportions. What is going on with these guys here for Louisville? Who's covering the slot in the middle of the Tony Tiger eyeball? Nobody?
Nobody.
That's how it leads to the second big play for Washington. That's two big plays. On the other 17 plays, they only get 54 yards. Those two big plays are huge.
A 40-yard touchdown bomb and now a 49-yard touchdown toss. That's a quick drive after a fourth down stop. Just load it and let it fly to number 5. Giles Jackson having a big first half. 2 touchdown catches. And we're even again in El Paso at 14. And the Vikings.
Whew. Well, one of us in his booths for the Lions and one of his booths for the Vikings. 2. Oh, we got 2. Clint and Nesser.
That's
Vikings.
right. And we got George Hill, who's a Washington Husky, doing stats over here. Kick is returnable, and they'll bring it out. Chris Bell from a yard deep. Trying to weave his way and then turn on the speed. He's still on his feet. Nice return. Didn't look like it was going to be much at the beginning.
I know, but he ran about 50 yards to get out to the 20.
That's right.
He delays and he goes, what the heck?
I'm in the bowl game. I'm going to return this thing.
And he does stay alive for a long time.
It's like Chris Bell and Colin Lacey got together and said, let's go play 100 miles an hour in this game. Just under 8 minutes to go to the half. First down at the 21. Isaac Brown cuts to the outside, got the edge. Brown, his best run of the day, still on his feet. That'll go for about 25.
Got some help on this one. That offensive line kicked it out. Watch him come across and kick out right at the end of the play. It was right guard Renato Brown, number 56, that got that big block, and boom, he's out and going.
26-yard pickup out to the 47. And try it again. What a cut. Only got 4 out of that, but it shows why this guy is going to be special. Explosive plays on the year. They're in the top 5 in a lot of categories. 20-plus, 5th in the country. 40-plus, number 1.
And ironically, it's been the Huskies with the 2 explosive plays for their offense in this game.
40 and 49. But that last run by Brown puts him in that category. On the running part, he comes out in the slot as a receiver, and Duke Watson will be in the backfield with Bailey. So they got both backs in, and Bailey looking to throw. Pats the ball, and now throws it away.
So Louisville had 4 receivers out that time, but they all just kind of hooked up right in one line. You're just going to see everybody. Here's the areas they're going to cover right here. Nobody really to throw to. Nobody going deep to clear it out. They're all just standing in the same spot, and nothing for Harrison Bailey to do but throw it away.
Yeah, that looked like the mariachi band lined up there.
Just dancing away.
They're down and 8. Lacey in motion will settle in on the right side. Bailey on 3rd down the middle, and got the tight end Redmond, and it's a first down.
Well, we talked about in this Jeff Brown offense, you don't play if you can't pass block. And this is exactly what happens right here. Watch the running back, I think it's Watson, number 26. Watch him take out in the blitz, and that allows the pass over the middle.
Nice block to the inside.
Yep. Bailey
delivers to the tight end, and they moved it down to the 34-yard line of the Huskies. Harrison 7 out of 13 for 50 yards and the scoring toss. Run off the left side by Watson, picks up maybe 3.
That block hurt from up here. That kind of swipe block with that H-back tight end coming across. The collision went low, and I think that hurt the Washington player. Not sure who it was. Watch this block coming. Yeah, it's coming right. I think it's on this one right here across the way. Is it Isaiah Ward that catches it? Yes, watch this block. He goes low, and it's Isaiah Ward that catches the block, and those hurt. And, you know, in that modern football with that split zone with those tight ends coming across, the H-backs, they'll come right at you, and then they'll slip you. Just go around and be out there for the pop pass.
Yeah.
Very difficult to stop that offense.
Isaiah Ward, the end, is the guy that was shaken up on the play. So 2nd down and 7 for Louisville. Trying to keep their drive alive here in a tie game. Huskies were showing blitz. Bailey calms things down. Isaac Brown behind him. High snap. Got it to Brown on the handoff, though. Got a couple, maybe 3. It'll bring a 3rd down.
Still being very, very patient with this offense for Louisville.
Let's check in with Jenny.
Well, Isaac Brown is showing off his capabilities this year. Most true freshmen don't really get playing time their first year playing for Jeff Brom offensive system. Last year, he only burned 1 true freshman redshirt. He believes newcomers need more time to get adjusted to the college system. The coach said Brown is different, and now he broke Louisville's single-season freshman rushing record, guys.
ACC Offensive Rookie of the Year. And he's only going to get better. 3 for 7 now. 3rd down conversion's going to have to hurry. Play clock winding down. They got the snap. Bailey going to go deep. Got a man there and got it. Touchdown, Louisville. And it's Antonio Meeks in the corner of the end zone.
It sure was one-on-one. It looks like a mesh at the start, and that's what fooled. It looks like it's going to be mesh, and then he breaks out, and then he's got the post corner, beats him cleanly, and Bailey puts it right in the basket.
On 3rd down and 4, he rips it for 28 yards. And a touchdown, his 2nd of the day.
I tell you, you get your chance, you watch, you study. Everybody goes nuts. The backup quarterback, that's the best spot. Baloney. You have to do all that work. You don't get to throw the ball. Now he's getting a chance to throw the ball.
Somebody said that to you yesterday, and you said that is the worst job in the world. You work your butt off, and you don't get a chance to play. Forget about it. You can make some decent money, though, if you hang around about 15, 16 years.
It's a balance.
21-14, Louisville regains the lead with 4:34 remaining on a 79-yard drive in 7 plays. And Antonio Meeks, first touchdown catch of the year, gives the Cards the lead back.
Yeah, without Jacoby Brooks, who caught 61 for over 1,000, other guys are stepping up. Just as Jeff Brom told Jenny in the open, we all got to step up and take our turn.
So Harrison Bailey had only thrown 2 passes all year. He's got 2 touchdowns in this game in the first half.
They both do, right?
Yep.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
There is no return.
Let's take you back to the touchdown.
Remember the touchdown earlier where I said the corner knows he has no help inside and you got to play inside? Well, you got to know your fundamentals. You have to know where your help is. Okay, if you're playing man-to-man, you don't want to take the inside fake because you got someone there. You take the inside fake, now you're in trouble. Those are the fundamentals that the Belichick family, Steve, Bill, has always talked about. Playing man-to-man is hard. It'd make it harder if you don't know where your help is.
There you go. So now let's see if Damon Williams has an answer here in the last 4.5 minutes. First down at the 25. Blitz coming. He gets rid of it in a hurry out in the flat. Complete. Jackson, his main target today. And Giles picks up 6. Giles Jackson came transfer-wise from Michigan, their leading receiver, and he's had a big first half as well.
Sure has. And if you don't know how to handle transfers in modern college football, you don't have a team.
That's for sure. Coleman hasn't gotten ahead of steam today. He did on that one. Jonah Coleman brought down by Tamarian McDonald, but not
nice
before
job
a big
by
game.
that offensive line on this one, boy. You get guys blocking like this to the outside. You get people opening up holes. Watch it right here. These two outside, guard and tackle, both do an outstanding job. Solo and Finau both get their blocks.
That's 230 pounds on a 5'9" frame.
Yeah, that works.
That works. We told you about his yards after contact. You just saw the graphic. When you hit him, you better wrap up or you better get some help. First down at the 46. They fake it to him, and Williams on the roll. And the throw on the run is, did he catch it or is he trapped it?
And there's a late flag. I wonder if we got holding or offensive pass interference. I think he might have pushed off. Yes, he did. Offensive pass interference is going to be the call.
Pass interference. Offense number 6. 15-yard penalty. First down.
It's too bad because he did catch it.
Really doesn't matter, right?
Nope.
One of the reasons he was open is he made a big shove with his left hand on the play. Watch this. Comes out, roll out, got plenty of time, and there's that shove.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious. So that'll back it up. Back to the 31, first down at 25.
I like the design of the play. Remember, you're down to your 4th corner for Louisville in this football game. Attack those corners.
Adam Muhammad now, the tailback with Damon Williams under center. Look out from behind. Got away from that, and the throw's a strike to the tight end, DeGraff. And a first down. Big play for the Huskies. Logan was the guy that was come flying around the corner.
Yeah, you're right. And watch Williams come inside. These are the fundamentals we're talking about. Feel that pressure, right up and help your tackle, and men make the throw. If you don't do those fundamentals at quarterback, feel and help that offensive line, that's what you get. Beautiful job of footwork by Damon.
And a first down at the 35. Here's the toss to Coleman. Does he want to throw it back? He does. Double pass, Damon Williams, and he throws it complete to who else? Jackson. And right at the first down marker.
Well, that's a way to make up for a pass interference. 2 big passes in a row.
And now we got a fight going on the Husky sideline. Order restored. I don't even know. I don't think there was even a flag thrown. Jeff Brom wants one.
So it was the inside slot guy that could have gone deep, but this is the guy that just kind of matriculates across the field right here on the play. Nothing open deep. Have the patience. Throw back, obviously, to the quarterback. It's got to be a lateral. It is. Good coverage deep, but take the safety valve for the big play.
And there's the scuffle on the sideline after getting shoved into the bench. And a couple guys go down. A couple of coaches intervene. The officials try their best. And with all of that, it's first down.
2-minute timeout.
Good first half. The Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. 21-14 at the 2-minute timeout. Tiger Sun Bowl in El Paso. Beautiful day and a really good game.
Yeah,
so
one of the things we sold in the open and watching these guys practice, both teams want to play football.
Absolutely. And Chris Bell, one of those on that holiday greeting. We had ours. Happy New Year's Eve from all of us on our crew at CBS as we wrap up our college football season today, our 17th game of the year. Started it all at the end of August, and we finish it all at the end of December. They're looking at a spot here, I think, at the end of the play as to where it was, whether it was a first down or not. And by the time he got ripped out of bounds, it looked like he had it, but the chain gang was right there, kind of in the mix. So they're taking a peek. And Richard Brown, our replay official, will let Hank Johns know.
Back-to-back good plays, though, for Washington after the penalty to get in the position they are in.
Jed Fish, his first year, previous 3 years at Arizona, where he rebuilt that program. And doing the same and attempting to. He knows that the offensive and defensive lines is where they need to beef up, and they have started to do that through the portal and what they think with their recruits that are going to be coming in.
Well, this was more than a rebuild. This was a teardown, basically, because everybody was out of the 2 deep.
The rolling left field is confirmed. First down, Washington.
the two deep at the start of the 2023 season, that was a good team. Went to the national championship. Right. Of the two deep, first and second team, the 44 players, only 11 are still on the team for this. Only 2 starters on defense. This is a complete rebuild.
To win 6 games, he did a heck of a job.
Absolutely. They loaded up for that season. You can't really blame him. Michael Penix, he's playing quarterback somewhere, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Played pretty good in the first half the other night. But then Jaden Daniels, who we saw in the Sun Bowl as a freshman at Arizona State, he's turned out to be a pretty good player.
That was a good game. Ness is a Falcon fan too, by the way, everybody.
I think they got that drift. First down at the 24. And nice job by the defensive front of Louisville, dropping Adam Mohammed for a 2-yard loss. And Desmond Tell's had a good first half.
Yeah, watch the move right here. Watch how he defeats the blocks up front. Just a quick move. No block possible on that play from Vimahi. And he gets in the backfield. I thought it might be that they would get, throwing him down, but good no call, I think.
Second down and 12. Backed up at the 26. Williams scrambles out of trouble, and he'll keep it and run, and he's going to be short of the first down. But a good gain, and you show his ability, and you can see his speed.
So when I turned on the tape, I knew obviously from that Oregon game that he had been sacked 10 times. In the first quarter alone, Ness, I saw him avoid 3 sacks. That's how tough it was in that game against Oregon.
We get a quick timeout, back in 30.
Why pay too much for cable TV when it costs less for Fubo? Get all the channels you want with all the entertainment you love for the price that cable can't beat. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
A Chewy pharmacy order is en route for Summit, who loves the outdoors. So her parents use Chewy to save 20% on their first order of flea and tick meds. Delivered fast so Summit never misses a dose or an adventure. For quality meds, for life with pets, there's Chewy.
Coming up, the Geico halftime report. Adam Ayer and Rick and BJ will have highlights from today's other bowl action and look ahead to the college football playoff quarterfinals. Penn State will be playing a little bit later today. Third down and 2 here. And looks like a first down. And it will be. Adam Mohammed. Down to 1:15. Clock stopped momentarily. Washington 2 timeouts remaining. Now the clock starts again. There's Will Rogers, who started the majority of the season. We saw him at Mississippi State pile up a lot of yards. And now a guy that he has sort of mentored and has been his #1 supporter.
Yeah, let's salute him. I mean, Will has had a great career. Second in completions to Case Keenan in his career. He knew it was coming. When you're on a team that's not winning, you got a big recruit behind you, but he handled it like a pro that he has played his college career, and more power to him.
Yep. Will's DeMond's roommate on the road, including this bowl game. And he said to Coach Fish, Coach, you made the right move.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to get the kid in there. And he's played really well. Here he is off an RPO. Got it down around to Denzel Boston with 56 seconds remaining. And timeout.
Both coaching staffs talk about it, the defensive coordinators, that if we can stop them for field goals, we understand it. Teams are going to move the ball, but if we can keep them from getting touchdowns, that's the name of the game.
So we're going to have another third down coming up.
Both of these offenses, play callers, are the head coach. Jed Fish, of course, called plays throughout his career. Michigan, other places, and Jeff Brown, both of the head coaches call the plays.
Jed's played, or coached, I should say, with a lot of different guys, both college and pro. And Jeff, after success at Purdue, looking for his first bowl win with Louisville. He went 5-2 in bowl games for the Boilers.
Yep. Here's the deal now, if you're on defense, if Will Rogers is the quarterback, you're not thinking quarterback run, but now you are.
Here's some of the guys that Jed's been around. Steve Spurrier, probably his biggest influence, he told us. And maybe Sean McVay, and then he said Bill Belichick. Well, when you work for him, he's an elite coach. What do you think? Devon Williams run all the way. He's got the speed to the edge. He's got the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, that's what we said. It's not Will Rogers. You got to stop the quarterback run. 11 men at the line of scrimmage. And when they come into the outside right here, one of them has to make this tackle. They're challenging it. Nobody deep. He fakes out one player. That breaks down the defense. Antonio Watts can't make the tackle. It's gone.
75-yard drive in 10 plays. Extra point to try to tie it, and it's up and good. 51 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
He's quick. You're coming in. You got to handle the running quarterback one-on-one. Gets it in. Can't catch up with him. TJ Quinn has no chance to catch up with that guy.
And as that just stuck in my head what Jed Fish said yesterday to Gary and I, Jenny and Craig, our producer, said he's not quarterback fast. He's fast.
Yeah. Actually, first saw him as a freshman in high school in 7-on-7 camp. Offered him at Arizona as coming after his freshman year in high school, and then worried about could I hold him for 3 years.
And he thought he was going to end up at Ole Miss.
Exactly. Committed to Ole Miss and then got him back, and then
committed to Arizona, stayed there one day, and coach said, I'm going to UW. You want to go to Seattle? Yes, sir.
If you're a modern player, you never really unpack your past.
That's right. You just wash your clothes wherever you go.
Sorry.
There's one bag. Carry on. And kick taken by one of the up men. He gets his hands on the football for the first time in a long time. 45 seconds.
There we go. Yep.
You're talking about Will Rogers. He looks at Devon Williams and says, yeah, I probably would have thrown for that, but nice speed. Remember, the Huskies get the ball to start the third quarter. So this is a twofer right now. Touchdown here.
Well, Louisville has all 3 timeouts, right?
That's true. There's the quarterback comparisons. They both played really well.
And Jeff Brown played quarterback. You look up with 3 timeouts. Coach, we're throwing the ball.
And they will. Down the seam, incomplete. Just missed his tight end, Mark Redmond.
Slot back, 4 seams right up there. Trying to get it just clearing Esteem number 24, but the backside corner kind of falls in on the play.
So second down and 10. Three receivers set. Duke Watson in the backfield will get the handle. And Duke goes for about 4. Valdez in the stop. And now Louisville. Well,
yeah, I think you got your backup quarterback in there. I think if this is Tyler Shuck, it's a whole different attack, right? If you're calling plays right here, they're being safe. They're being safe.
And taking a couple of hits over there with 15 seconds to go in the half. And fourth down coming up.
You know, this Louisville football team for 2024 threw the ball for over 400 passes, only had 6 interceptions. That's tied for the lowest in college football for teams that threw that many passes. You can see you don't want to take a chance, let your backup quarterback make a mistake here with a tied football game going into halftime.
Now your backup punter's going to kick. So there is time left. Denzel Boston is waiting on this one. And we've seen a punt return so far today make a difference in the game so far. So we'll wait and see on this final couple of plays. Boston up, he dropped it. It might make a big difference. He got back on it.
So I always wondered about that. With under 20 seconds to go, why do you even try to field it? What are you going to do? Even if you catch it, what are you going to do? There's 5 seconds left. Just let the ball bounce. Who cares?
And the long snapper got down there and almost got a piece of that bobble by Boston.
Well, we've had a lot of stuff go on here.
It's been fun.
Absolutely.
You don't come to El Paso just to goof around. You come here to have fun. It's New Year's Eve, man.
We did it all, though. We had fun.
We did.
Had good Tex-Mex food, right? The whole thing.
I saw you have more fun than I've seen you have in a while.
Stop.
No, it's just you're normally not up that late.
No, I know. And good thing nobody took any pictures of it.
I think there are some out there. So 1 snap left.
Can I say that we have some evil cameramen on this one?
we got a lot of evil people all the way around. That'll end the first half. And an exciting one. A lot of big plays. And 3 touchdowns on each side. A pick 6, a couple of long scoring tosses. Damon Williams with a scoring run. Harrison Bailey threw 2 touchdown passes. Some wide receivers that have played really well. Jed Fish is with Jenny.
Coach, you tied it up. How were you able to fight your way back into this one?
Yeah, I think the best thing was for Damon that, you throw an interception on your second pass of the game and it goes for a touchdown. You got to be able to persevere and know it's next play mentality, and that's what we talk about all year long.
This is your last time addressing this team at halftime. What are you going to tell them?
I'm going to tell them you got 30 minutes. Leave it all out there. What else are you going to do? Get rested up for the training camp?
Thank you, Coach.
Jed told us yesterday, as long as they keep score in these games, I'm going to tell my team we want to have more points than they do at the end.
That's how we did it growing up,
That's right. That's the end of the half. 21-21 here in El Paso. Now we send you to Adam Zucker in our New York studio for the Geico halftime report. Happy New Year, Zook.
Happy New Year to you, Ness, and the whole crew. We're all looking forward to hearing more about Gary Danielson wild on El Paso. We got highlights of the Alabama-Michigan game and a preview of the CFP quarterfinals coming up on the Geico halftime report after this work.
And a 21-21 tie. Welcome back, everybody. Brad Nessler, Gary Danielson, Jenny Dell down on the field. The purist could say, well, there's some blown coverages and that type of thing in the first half. But Damon Williams starts out 0 for 2 with a pick 6, and he ends the half 8 out of 9, 168 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Everybody out there is competing. We sign up for it. We'll be here. If you want to play, we'll do the game. And it's been a good football game. A lot of guys playing and doing a lot of good things. As Ness said, Damon Williams recovered early with 3 big plays. The post down the middle for the first touchdown, and then the busted coverage. Don't miss him, and he does not. And then on 3rd down to end the half, under 2 minutes, breaks a tackle, and Damon Williams is showing you why the Washington Huskies are so excited for next season.
And the Huskies get the ball to start the 3rd quarter as well. Daniel Ngata back deep, waiting on Brock Travelstead's kickoff to open the 3rd quarter. Here we go. And they'll let this one sail out the back of the end zone.
I thought the other great shot we had when Damon was coming to the bench and Will Rogers just kind of gives him the wink like, yeah, you can do that.
Let's check in with Jenny.
Well, I spoke with Jeff Brom, and he said on offense we need to execute better. He's pleased with Harrison Bailey's play, but said that the rest of the team really needs to step up offensively to create those opportunities for him. And then defensively, he said in the past we haven't really been effective against athletic quarterbacks, so we need to tackle Williams, contain him, and not give up the big plays, guys.
Yeah, he told us that yesterday as well.
Sure did that. They have, though, Louisville run for over 100 yards in the game. I think stopping the big plays has been their problem.
No doubt.
What, almost 100 yards in 2 plays?
49 and 40 on those 2 to Jackson. And off the RPO, right back to it. This one's good to Denzel Boston.
Sure was. 12 start. Denzel Boston just to square in. RPO. Everybody does it now. You got the guy in the short split, and he'll be reading the quarterback. That guy right there. If he steps up, throw it right off his shoulder pad, and that's what he does.
So he's 9 of his last 10 passes.
And the cool part is, as Jed Fish told Jenny, after a pick 6 is when he got on.
Right. We thought it had rattled him. It hasn't. This time he keeps and going to lose a couple of yards on the play as we take a look at our game trends presented by the all-new electric Lyric. And Harrison Bailey, 3rd career game with 2 passing touchdowns. Damon, 2 touchdowns of 40+, both to Giles Jackson, plus that 7-yard scamper. And Tavion Nicholson had a good start to the game, a 21-yard pick 6. but then was injured, and so he's done for the day. Williams throws on the run, throws to Boston again.
Again, Louisville playing a lot of that zone coverage, trying to confuse the quarterback. That time, just a little roll and a good throw. And did he get hit right on the thigh as he's going out of bounds?
I didn't see it till the very end. Oh yeah,
he took his left knee right on his right thigh. Got hit in the head as
hit in the
well.
head too.
Yeah, watch his. No, boy, I thought he got hit on the right thigh is what was hurting him.
Wait and see if he can come back in. Third down. 2 for 2 on a 3rd and 3 or less. The blitz is coming, and he throws a strike again. I didn't know if he was going to have enough time to even get rid of the ball, and it's a first down throw to Giles Jackson again.
I tell you, good block again to free this play up inside. But if you can block, then you can find the open receiver. You see who's going to get the ball, but watch the block right here. That's what opens it. That the guy in the slot makes the big block, and then you get the open player behind him.
Well, that was a quick release. I thought the pocket was going to collapse on him before he could get it out of there.
And I think it would have had we not had the good block by the running back.
TJ Quinn was shaken up on the last play, and you're looking at Boston on the sideline. And
yeah, I think it's his right thigh.
Yeah, you're right. He's limping. I think a little bit of everything hurts right now. Audric Harris is taking his spot.
At the end of it, he gets kicked right in his right thigh by the left leg of the defender.
Not to mention the shot to the head. Trying to walk it off. He's had a good game so far. Jackson's had the most productive as a wide receiver. And they go right back to him. And he made 2 guys miss, but not the third. Going to be brought down by Tamari McDonald.
And that's the type of pursuit you have to have for those slot backs right there. Giles Jackson with 2 big touchdowns in the slot, 2 blocking receivers outside, but they force him back in, and that's where the help is coming from inside. Finally corral him.
And his helmet came off, so he's got to come out for a play at least. Rashid Williams will take his spot, so they're down to backup wide receivers due to the hit on Boston, and then the helmet coming off for Jackson. 2nd down and 9 at the 44 of Louisville. Back to the ground game. Weaving his way near the 40 is it Adam Muhammad.
It was. They're really excited about what Adam will bring to the football team. That 1-2 punch that you need in the Big Ten to play that physical football with Coleman and Muhammad. And they said Muhammad can run, right? He's going to be special, Jed Fish believes.
He's a little bit bigger, 6-footer, 212 pounds. And then we see Jordan Washington, too, a smaller back, number 4, who played early in the game. So they got 3 young backs. 3rd down and 5 at the 40. Opening drive, 3rd quarter. And flag. Might have been
False start.
the right
offense,
tackle.
number 74.
Yep.
5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
As a party, the right tackle. Going to flinch a little bit.
Let's see if we can see it. Big guy, we should be able to see it.
Yeah.
Yep. Didn't even hide it, did
we should have seen that first time. Giles Jackson's back in, by the way. Went out for the 1 play. And they might need him here on a 3rd down and 10. Trips to the right of Devon Williams. Again, the pocket collapses, and he just squirts out of there, and they took a shot.
That's how you got to clean it up, though. I think it was Antonio Watts that time. They call him the star position, means he has to go out on the slot, but he's a linebacker at heart, and watch him finish this play. You get a chance on a quarterback, that's what you do to him.
One of the captains of the defense out of Columbus, Georgia, and he put all 225 pounds into the quarterback on this stick.
Yeah, all 3 of these linebackers for Louisville, Watts, Clark, and Quinn, have started all 12 games.
So it's 4th down. McAllister to punt. Colin Lacey hasn't fallen a fair catch yet, but he did there. That one was closing in on him kind of fast. Well, we're scoring points at the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl, and we're hitting people 5 minutes into the third quarter.
Comes in and he's like, where is he, man? And wherever he's, you know what he's doing now? He's from the pocket. He's getting tough too.
He is. The passing has become something.
He is growing.
So the Cardinals now take over. But Harrison Bailey having thrown 2 touchdown passes today from the 13-yard line. Throws middle of the field, complete, first down. Chris Bell's been his favorite receiver, pickup of 12 to 13.
Yeah, passing one-on-one. Jeff Brown learned this from Howard Schnellenberger back in his days when he played quarterback. Go out there and curl at 12 yards, still open to this day.
Gives your quarterback some rhythm, too. Now back to Duke Watson. And Watson, almost 15 on that carry. Excuse me, that was Isaac Brown.
Yeah, Isaac Brown, 25-26. They look alike in the way they run. And this time the bounce out by Brown is beautiful. Be patient. Let that offensive line handle it the way they want to. Austin Collins does a good job of getting the block inside, read it, and bounce outside.
Isaac came in averaging 7.3 yards a carry. Watson 9 yards a carry. They're the only 2 guys in the country as a duo averaging that many yards per rush off the play fake. Bailey loads, fires, completes it to Bell again at the 40.
Well, I thought Ephesians Price, like that time number 7 for Washington, was going to destroy this ball. He's standing there. It's coming right at him. Let's see if he comes into the picture as he throws the sail route. Here he comes. He thought the ball was coming to him, and all of a sudden, the perfect catch.
Great adjustment in the air by Bell. A pickup of 19. And now back.
Oh, face mask?
To Brown.
I don't know if he got his shoulder. And when you see that running back turn their head like that, you're always wondering if they didn't get a piece.
Oh, yeah,
yep,
you're right.
See, when you see that running back from far away, it must be harder to see close.
Yeah, because you're seeing it up here, but you're not officiating.
Apparently on the field, it's harder to see.
We've missed 2 of them so far. 6-yard gain. Now it is Watson out, Brown out, Watson in. Second down at 4. Tight end Redmond in motion. And they're going to drop him for a loss. Well, he might get back to the line of scrimmage, but Isaiah Ward had him all wrapped up.
He sure did. Transfer from Arizona, one of the guys that followed Jed Fish. Started the last 2 games at defensive end. Watch big number 91 kind of sneaks in with the motion, gets a stalemate, and then gets off the block of Mendoza that time to make the play.
Really did a nice job with his hands.
Absolutely.
Need to get off that block.
That's how they teach it, just like that.
Third down at 5. Need to get to the 30-yard line for a first down. Bailey, he's going to run for it or try. He's not quite there.
Well, if they go for it, I wonder if they're going to use shotgun again.
I wouldn't. It's going to be 4th down and a yard.
Maybe that's all they got, though.
Maybe. He hasn't been under center much.
It's just enough. Have to go forward, fall forward. Good job by Harrison.
Wonder if they have a quarterback sneak for a 6'5" quarterback. Jeff, you got one over there?
A late substitution, that could stress this clock right here. When you substitute late, that means the defense has time to do it. Nope, they're going to get it off. Go under center.
They got Dwayne Martin in there, too, as a fullback. The shift by the Huskies. It's a play fake. They're going to throw for it, and they got it. And they got it to Dwayne Martin. How about that? Give the fullback a little sugar.
Well, why put him in the game if you're not going to use him, right? So this is one of those plays that's kind of on your goal line and short yardage sheet. You just go, listen, let's just run our best play. Even though we're not on the goal line, let's run the play. We need this first down easy, and a nice catch by the fullback.
First down at the 20.
Love the fullback.
And they're going to go under center again. Third tailback, Gates, gets gated up after about a yard gain.
I think Leonidas Davis, number 90 that time, got the penetration to bounce that thing outside.
Second down and 9 coming up.
That's, I think, who made the play right there. There's 50 and 90, but from here, I thought it was number 90.
Bailey with a hard count. Now looks to the side. Now they go back into the pistol set. Keep it on the ground to Brown. Oh, wow. A torpedo out there by Thaddeus Dixon.
Dixon beat the crackback that time. The receiver could not get to Dixon fast enough. It's playing man-to-man coverage. You're seeing it a little late here. He actually was covering the receiver. He was man-to-man on that play, and he read it that fast. Look, here's the play right here, okay? I think that's him. Might be this guy, but I think it's from the outside. Comes back, yes, he does. Comes in and makes the play. Just beats the receiver. He played harder than the blocking receiver on that play.
That was some serious closing speed. Brings up 3rd down and 12. To the end zone. Touchdown. Louisville wide open. The tight end, Kariski. 22 yards. Nate Kariski for the touchdown.
Confusion in the secondary that time. Jeff Brom calls the perfect play. It's a seam route, but here's the confusion between these two guys, because after the play, they both point out, like, you had that. And he goes, no, you had that. They both point out, and neither one of them had it.
And the extra point is up and good. Another lead change. Louisville back in front by a touchdown. I got him, you got him, nobody's got him.
Watch these two guys look at each other like, wait, what's going on? I had him. Nope, you were supposed to have him. That doesn't work.
And Bailey, his 3rd touchdown pass of the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. He's got it working.
30 open like that. Harrison Bailey has to make the finish. 3 touchdown passes for the former 4-star that went to Georgia. Ended up, remember, Jeremy Pruitt left, Josh Heupel comes in, and they brought in 2 quarterbacks, Joe Milton and Hendon Hooker, and he went, well, that ain't good for me. I got to go.
He's from Georgia, but he went to Tennessee.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You got it. That's what I meant. I had all the names right.
2.5 hours ago, we talked about quarterbacks in this game, when they get a chance, there's something about the Sun Bowl, man. And he's having a game, and so's the other guy.
Yeah, it's a little different in coming off the bench than when it's your game, too. You know, you just, like, can relax and have a few incompletions and then go on from there.
So he was 4 for 4 on that drive, including the capper from 21 yards. Officially, they call the touchdown now. So there's our 2 quarterbacks. They're both lighting it up.
Jeez. And remember, for DeMond, he had 2 passes. Well, he had 1 pass batted down and 1 intercepted. So, you know, he's missed 1 throw, basically.
Yeah. So it's his serve now. Here we go. From the 25 with 4:46 to go, 3rd quarter. And on the ground, hasn't been much for Coleman today. Jonah Coleman dropped by T.J. Quinn.
Yeah, good job up front by that whole Louisville defensive line that time. Everybody got their hand up. That pit, when you control the inside, I think one of the most underrated things about all of football, you've got to control the inside of that defensive line. You know, the pretty boys to the outside make those sacks. But when you have those guys like the Mason Grahams that can control the inside of that line, that's what makes a good defense.
Williams on 2nd and 10 in trouble and squirts out of it again. He'll keep it and run, and I think he ran out of territory before he got to the 1st down. But again, his speed is elite.
The speed travels with you, okay? When you learn how to put it all together, then you become really dangerous.
You asked Jed Fish in our meeting yesterday are you going to put more of the Jaden Daniels type stuff in? And he said a little bit of that, but it's probably going to be more like Kyler Murray type stuff.
Yeah, that's not bad. He looks like him.
Yeah, he does.
Big stop right there.
4th down.
Yeah, that's a big win for this Louisville defense.
That was Jordan Girard that time.
Yeah, that's actually 2 plays in a row. That was him on the first play, but watch him again make the play inside at that 3-technique tackle. Just get it, throw him away, and make the play. What a beautiful play by Girard.
You know, after that scramble, it looked like it would be easy to pick up the first down, but they didn't.
That's what I was thinking.
So McAllister is set to punt. Jack averaging about 44 yards a punt on the season. Colin Lacey takes it. No fair catch again. Try to head to the sideline. Good coverage that time, though. He maybe got 4 yards out of the return. 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. You know, when you come to El Paso on New Year's Eve, we're not here for a long time, man. We're here for a good time. Sing it, George. 21. I think Jenny's got more on that.
I got some fun facts for you about El Paso. They're the boot capital of the world, known for boot making, have more than 10 boot makers in the city. They invented the margarita, guys, a place called Tommy's Place Bar. It was invented in El Paso in 1945. And last but not least, it is a sunny city. Averages over 300 days of sunshine each year. We are experiencing that today.
Boy, we ever. One of those boot companies right outside the hotel. I thought maybe Gary would go over there and purchase a pair for me.
Oh, those are the high-end ones.
Yeah, those are high-end.
Some of the Casey one.
Oh, big opening off the left side. Duke Watson. It is all the way down inside the 10 for the Duke.
Boy, I tell you, Jeff Brown gave the scout report and said, we don't have the breakaway guys. We got the 8 to 10 yards, but watch the fullback get the big block on the play. Love that isolation. That's the clean out right there. That is ISO, and there goes your running back, Duke Watson, with the big play down the sideline.
So the fullback got the catch on the last drive, and now springs his tailback for 58 yards. And it's 1st and goal, Louisville. From the 8-yard line. Watson stays in there. They've got a jet sweep going on, though, with Lacey. And he's in. Touchdown, Louisville.
Crazy Lacey. I'll tell you, this guy is a player. What's he going to add to this football team next year? Remember, he was injured, did not play in the first 4 games, came back for the Notre Dame game, then played the 4 games, didn't feel right, said, I got to close it down as a redshirt. Eligible to play now, and he has been a story in this game.
Yes, absolutely.
And that rushing game that was so effective against Kentucky, close to 200 yards rushing in this game.
Gets a pat on the helmet and the shoulder pad from the head coach. And the extra point from Travelstead is up and good. That didn't take long for Louisville to tack on another touchdown lead. First, Duke Watson. And this run was anything but elementary, dear Watson. It was 58 yards to the 8-yard line. And then Colin Lacey on the sweep caps a 62-yard, 2-play drive. Touchdown, Cards.
Smith, I thought your name was Ness Bradford for the whole first quarter.
I thought yours was Daniel Garrison.
Exactly. I didn't think he liked me because I only had my only good game against his beloved Vikings.
I still wanted Carl Eller to kill you. Here's the kick. And they'll bring it out to the 25-yard line. Let's take you back to 1992.
Brad Nessler and Gary Danielson back with you in Columbus, Ohio. Cannot complete a pass short of the end zone. They won't get another playoff. Brom throws, and Brom's got it. Brom, Jeff Brom right here, backyard. You go up to the picnic table, break towards Mom's flower garden, out here, run the little stop pass. Right to the corner of the end zone. Very safe play. If his brother doesn't get it, nobody gets it. Touchdown.
That was Jeff to Greg, and there's Brian. He's about 14 years younger. That was a long time ago, partner. Loading up, going deep. Damon Williams back shoulder, and he got it.
He did.
And it's Jeremiah Hunter. So the Huskies needed a big play for an answer, and they got it.
Just throw it deep. These are ones that you just have to judge the ball. You've got, remember, the fourth cornerback, Ron Mosby, on the field in coverage. Does he hold it? He does.
42-yard pickup.
Not a design back shoulder. You throw it as far as you can, and you say, come on, you've got the advantage, and he makes the play. Good job by Hunter.
Got it to the 33-yard line in one snap. Williams waits and waits. Waited too long. Goes down. He was trying to direct traffic with his left hand and keep the ball steady in his right hand, and he waited too long.
So you got one-on-one coverage. We talk about it. Number 4 corner. Let's test him. We're 14 points down in this football game. Let's go deep on him. Get him inside almost to the hash mark when he throws the ball. Put it up. Give him a chance, and he makes the play.
And now the Huskies go 2 tight ends here. On second down and 13. Muhammad, the tailback. They fake it to him. Williams getting some pressure again, and they got him again. Down he goes, tracked down from behind by Jordan Gerard, who's having a big third quarter.
Yeah, back-to-back. You know, you thought something was up going under center right here. You figure, okay, play-action pass. That's where they like to do it. They try it. The first sack on first down was not big. Holding it, I don't think he held it too long, though. This was just good pass rush, making the play.
That happened in a hurry. We talked about the Oregon game, and you said to Jed how many of those were his problem, his fault. He said maybe 2, right?
Yeah,
something
maybe
like that.
2, 3 at the most.
And now it's third down and a mile. 3rd and 19. Got to get some of this yardage back. Down the middle, they go to Muhammad, and Muhammad gets it down to the 31-yard line.
Yeah, interesting decision here, though, and he's going to have time to do it at the end of the quarter, whether you take 3 or you're down too much that you want to try for the first down.
2-score advantage for Louisville at the end of 3. Little chippiness at the end of the third quarter. I know Kenny Chesney's out there someplace going, you played George Strait 3 minutes ago, Nestler. I thought we were friends.
Do it.
This is first not so smart play.
Yeah, and I think if there's no penalty here, tough decision, 49-yard field goal, or do you go for it on 4th or 8th? I would have gone for it, but now obviously
it's 4th
it's
and 23.
Yeah.
Jenny, moments ago with Jet Fish.
Coach, you said you don't care if this is the Super Bowl or the Sun Bowl. You wanted to leave with a championship. You're now down 2 scores, 15 minutes left. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, I think 2 scores in college football isn't the biggest deal in the world. We'll try to find a way to go 1 play at a time. We got about 4 possessions left, maybe 5. So we got to score on 3 of them.
Thank you, Coach.
You got it. Thanks.
If they could do in the 4th quarter what Louisville did in the 3rd quarter. Tony's still having fun.
He's bathing in the Frosted Flakes there.
That's right. I bought some Frosted Flakes the other day. I didn't realize they had marshmallows in it. I wasn't asking for that, but then I tried it, and it's not bad.
I remember when I was a kid eating Frosted Flakes, and it was like, what have you been doing? Swimming in this stuff? It's all over the table.
Yeah, I know. You know, I knew how to spell like Kellogg's before I knew how to spell my name because it was K-E-L-L-O double good Kellogg's. Best to you. I figured out how to spell my name later in life. 4th down and 23 with McAllister to punt. And a fair catch this time at the 13-yard line. Nice and safe. So Louisville's got the lead, and Tony's got company in the Flakes. You look great in that hat, Jennifer.
The big hat.
2 possessions this half, touchdowns on both drives for the Cardinals. And this guy's been sensational. The guy threw 2 passes all year.
And I think obviously the story that Harrison Bailey's doing throwing. But the other one is, remember Steve Belichick told us, #1, we have to stop the run. Give it up 195 yards running.
Yep. And it's been both Isaac Brown and Duke Watson. Watson had the longest one so far, 58-yarder on their last drive. And now Isaac Brown's got another gainer. Picked up 7 or close to it.
Isaac Brown, the ball carrier.
Mendoza, Gonzalez, Nigra, Renata Brown, Monroe Mills, Sylvester, those 4, 5, 6 guys have been doing a good job up front.
There's the numbers, over 200. And just 67 for UW. And 7.5 a carry, which is about what those guys, when you add them together, that's what they do on the season. It's amazing. Didn't need 7 this time, only needed 3 and got the first down. Harrison Bailey's day has been a good one.
Yeah, the first one is a short, easy pass that should have been stopped on 3rd down to force a field goal, but Lacey will not be denied. And then going the wrong way, Ephesius Prescott had help inside, good route, and then another busted coverage. The linebacker and the safety, one of them's looking the wrong way because that's not how you cover the seams inside with the tight end.
And there's his numbers. Career high 3 touchdowns. He'd thrown 2 touchdowns on 3 other occasions on his stops between Tennessee and UNLV, but huge day in the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl on this New Year's Eve 2024. And now Washington, as Jed Fish told Jenny, we might have 4 possessions. They got to get the ball back before they can worry about having 4 possessions.
So just about what I was going to say. You know, if you're running the ball and you think you're going to get it 4 or 5 times, that ain't going to happen, okay? You've got to stop the run because that eats up the clock as well. A long drive here, even a field goal, puts Washington in trouble.
Exactly. Lacey, the motion man, settles in the slot on the right side on 2nd down and 7. They use almost all the play clock down the middle. That's in and out of the hands of Lacey's, and incomplete. So they got the clock stopped there, and they've got a 3rd and 7 if they get off the field here.
He's open. It would not have been a first down play. It would have been 4, 5, 6 yards, which is a good play to have in that situation to kind of move the chains forward. Now a little bit tougher 3rd and 7.
Here's the defensive coordinator, Steve Belichick, hoping for a stop. Chris Bell's been one of his favorite targets today as well, other than Lacey. And that's where he goes. First down.
Right. Out to the outside, Chris Bell. Remember the big target to the outside. Going out there, running that stop route. Now just get right in front of him, come back, catch the ball. Well thrown ball. Leading him back down that stem that time. Chris Bell, he's like big guy, I'll tell you.
You said 220.
Yeah, when you run that stop route, you got to get around him before you can deflect the ball.
2 tight end set here. As they might go back to the ground and try to chew up some clock. Nope, they're going to throw it to the tight end. Kariski, who caught a touchdown pass earlier.
Yeah, that was a pass to Kariski on that one all the way. But, you know, let's go back to that last drive. Remember, that was the fullback drive. Dwayne Martin had 4th and short, get the little completion right there. Gets to stay in the game in the next series. They put him into block, and he does his job again. Fullback. That just kind of epitomizes what you can do from that position.
Yep, Martin block sprung the 58-yard run. There he is on the sideline. 2nd down and 7 at the 11.5-minute mark remaining. And again, using the play clock as much as possible for Harrison Bailey all the way down to the snap. Isaac Brown. Sagapulo on the tackle.
Managing that clock, doing everything you can. Don't turn the ball over.
Wow. Louisville Bowl history. Teddy Bridgewater in 2013. He's back with your Lions, isn't he?
Yeah. Wins the state championship in Florida, coaching high school football. And Dan Campbell says, we'll take a winner.
Yep. 3rd down and 3. Huskies in need of a stop, and they got it.
I think it was Deshaun Lynch coming from the backside, number 41 that time, selling out. Now, if you don't have a running quarterback, this is what you can do. If you have fear that that quarterback is going to keep it, it's hard not to do it. He had help, though, on that play. He knew coming from the outside he had an extra body behind him, so he could attack that run.
So that's a stop they needed to force a punt. And that means Carter Schwartz will come out. And this punt will be coming at about the 10-minute mark. Denzel Boston waiting back at the 20.
Oh, that's a good one.
And it's going to get down inside the 3-yard line.
I was wrong. It's better than good.
It was perfect. Chris Hughes gets down there and snatches it around the 2-yard line. So the Huskies, the good news is they've got the ball back. The bad news is they are way down on their own end of the field. And the eye of the Tiger, Tony in this case, in El Paso. 20-24. You've done 15 of these. I've done 11. I don't know if I've had more fun than this one.
It's been a good game. Remember Jed Fish said to Jenny with the last interview, we only got to score 2 out of 4 or 5 times. Well, now with that 5-minute drive by Louisville, it's 2 out of 3 times maybe. So a lot more pressure, and they're on the 3-yard line.
They got to start, 97 yards away for the first one. We'll see what they do. At the 3-yard line after a 54-yard punt, a great special teams coverage. Devon Williams going to take the snap in his own end zone. And here comes the heat. He got it. Across the 10-yard line to Denzel Boston, who slipped but made the catch. Short of the first down, though.
Yeah, really good adjustment. Not a great throw that time. Comes back, gets his hands underneath it, cradles it. Yes, he did. It's a good way to get off your own goal line. You have confidence to do that. They will give you that throw.
So now 3 receivers to the top of your screen with a tight end to the right. And it's going to be Williams on the keeper, and he's got the first down. He was their leading rusher in the first half as well as throwing 2 touchdown passes.
Reading this guy right here on the play. Squeezes, try to keep it. Still forced you to go inside. Good job, but not good enough with that guy with the football by Purrier.
Throw, wide receiver screen, and it got out to the 19-yard line for Giles Jackson again, who's been his #1 target.
This part of the game now for this Louisville defense, you have to have 11 men running to the tackle. No big plays. Force them to go clock the whole way. You got a 2-touchdown lead. You don't give them anything, but you make sure that you're running. Nobody loafing out there right now.
Has to be a sense of urgency right now for the Huskies. Williams on the roll, throws short on the run. I don't know if he got the first down. Coleman, it was right in front of the bench. Couldn't see where he went out.
Looked like he did.
It is a first down. Had to get to the 25, and he got there.
Clock will restart after the chains move.
Under 8 to go in regulation. Pretty soon they're going to have to loft one downfield. Maybe it's here, maybe not. Williams, now he's going to the near sideline and out of bounds, throws it away.
I'm just wondering, did he get out of the pocket, though, on this play? He scrambled up. Goes to his left, comes back up, right back into the pocket.
Yeah, he pretty much started where ended up where he started.
The officials discussed it, said, okay. Never really left the pocket, I didn't think.
No. Coleman's out in the flat. He goes short. And those aren't going to do it. Those are time wasters almost. It's going to be 3rd down as well. Good job by the Louisville defense.
Yeah, but I think you're thinking, well, I don't think you have any choice, right? I mean, if it's close now, I mean, can you punt with probably under 7 minutes to go?
I don't think so. Not the way the Louisville ground games.
He also, you know, the younger quarterback, they're not able to go tempo and call the plays at the line of scrimmage. They're still huddling.
And this one's going to be at about the 7-minute mark when they get the snap. There's a little confusion on who should be where as well. Adam Muhammad comes back in to join the backfield. Down the middle, got it to the tight end, and that's a first down with forward progress to Kaliki Latu. Well, I thought he got the first down.
MJ Griffin, as he tried to come up and make that tackle, threw a shoe on the play. I think this is him right here. He's in there, watch the tight end hook up, and as he comes out, right out of his shoe, still comes up and makes the tackle. I think that slowed him down just enough for it to be a first down. But now, Ness, I think you're right. They need a little more chunk plays, right?
For sure. Denzel Boston came out, looked like he was shaken up on the last play. Williams, again, the heat gets to him. Wanted to throw, and he just said, well, I got to get out of bounds.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Let's watch that. Yep. I think it's that right side where he got hit earlier in the game.
Yep.
That thing has still come back to haunt him right here. Does not, when he tries to sprint, he can feel that quad muscle. Remember, we used to have those.
Muscles?
Yeah, the quad.
I know exactly where they used to be. Second down at 6. Under 6 to go. Again, the screen to Jackson. Short gain.
Very aggressive call that time from Ron English, defensive coordinator for Louisville. He was bringing the corner cat, putting the pressure on. It looked like this could be a big play. Going to get this corner coming from this side over here to the outside. Ball thrown on the quick screen. And they wrap him up well.
These guys have been battling all day. And Kinley, who made that tackle,
another
helped
face
Jackson
mask.
up. Clark was the guy, but Kinley's the guy. And they were helping each other up. And they've been doing battle for 3.5 quarters. And good sportsmanship there. Williams runs out with it. Got to the edge and got the first down to midfield.
Williams carries to midfield.
Rasheed Williams got a block out, I think, in front from his wide receiver spot at the end of this. Right there.
Yeah, so far, though, Louisville's doing exactly what they want to do, keeping everything in front of them.
3 receivers to the left. Damon Williams, they got to move it downfield pretty soon. Unless they think they can break one of these runs. But Muhammad has no gain there.
Adam Muhammad carries for no gain.
Now CBS has a new way to ring in the new year. It's Nashville's Big Bash Live. Join host Keith Urban for Nashville's Big Bash Live. CBS tonight, New Year's Eve, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
All right, if you're Washington now, looking at the clock, this is almost a 6-minute drive that you've used up to get to the 50. You're thinking 4-down plays anytime you have a chance.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they need a big one. That'll help. Down to the 32, maybe the 31-yard line. And the clock running down under 4 minutes.
Yeah, he sure did. Cutting across the middle of the field that time. Linebackers were almost playing the quarterback run on this one. Nice adjustment to catch that ball.
Rasheed Williams made the catch. He was in there for Boston, who went out with the hip problem or the thigh problem, and now we got a guy down that's going to stop the clock with 3:51 remaining. Louisville, a 2-touchdown lead. Huskies on a drive, though, to choose from. But right now, with 3:56 left and a first down, the Huskies trying to keep a drive alive and get a score here quickly. Damon Williams now 21 out of 25, 305 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Remember Jet Fish told Jenny we got 4 or 5 possessions in this fourth quarter? It might be just 2 possessions in the fourth quarter.
Right now they need to cap this possession with a touchdown and then worry about another one.
Yep.
They're at the 31-yard line of the Cardinals. Williams looks left, comes back, now goes to the end zone. Touchdown. Giles Jackson again, his 3rd of the day.
The slot receiver got to the safety, and then that speed by Giles gets there, and the amount of time that Damon Williams had to throw the ball made this possible. Here's where he gets to on the play. And that means that offensive line gave him time to wait for that throw, and he gets him wide open in that situation. You get to the safety, you can play it. MJ Griffin got his shoe on, but he still wasn't fast enough.
Grady Gross for an important point after it's up and good.
Slow developing play. When you get in the huddle, you say, hey guys, I need an extra second here. They bring 4. Wait to the last second, and just before he gets the sack, ride up into the pocket, and deliver.
97 yards in 13 plays. They needed that one, and we got a one-score game. Don't go away.
The Home Depot, committed to filling the trades gap.
Special K. For all the special reasons you move. Like bonding.
Ready, Mom? Let's go.
Serious, healthy bonding.
Wait. Did we finally agree?
All the destinations to get the trip out of the group chat. That's what the world's biggest airline can do for you.
Come find the hidden gem of the Southwest. Visit El Paso, Texas.
You think this guy came to play? He had 3 touchdowns receiving on the entire season. He's got 3 today.
Gets in that slot. Boy, that's a dangerous position. When you have time to get up on those safeties, they cannot cover these fast slots.
When we're done, Adam and the gang on the U.S. Army post-game show be coming up following us. We got 3:42 left in regulation.
And remember, Washington was able to, it took them a while, and they were patient. It paid off with the 2 big plays at the end for the touchdown. They kept all their timeouts, and they got the 2-minute timeout.
We kept begging them to get bigger plays, and they got 2 big plays.
Exactly.
19 and then 31 for the touchdown.
So now, right now, Jeff Brom is thinking just the opposite of the way Jed Fish was thinking. I need 3 first downs to put this thing away. He's thinking it the opposite now.
And it'll start at the 25-yard line for the Louisville Cardinals with a touchdown lead.
And if you're Steve Belichick, you're imploring your defense and reminding them, remember, we talked about if we stop the run, we can win. They're going to try to run the ball on us and put this game away. Let's force them to throw the ball.
Watson and Isaac Brown, what they've done today, what they've done pretty much all season long.
Well, they got 210. Can they get 30 more yards running the ball?
Both our quarterbacks have thrown 3 touchdown passes. The better of the rushing attack belongs to the guys in white and red. And if they can do what Gary just said, they can win the 2024 Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl. But we still got 3:42 to see what happens. Throw out in the flat to the tight end. Wants to stay in bounds. It's Kariski again.
Remember how Washington started their drive from the 3-yard line? Same thinking here. Danielson's talking about stopping the run. They're talking about stopping the run. Let's give them a little pass on the play.
Now they keep 2 tight ends in there, Kariski and Redmond.
Remember, the clock, even though he goes out of bounds, the clock will restart. They can still use the entire 40-second play clock to take it down under 5.
They can snap this at about the 3-minute mark if they choose to hold it that long. In the pistol set, it's Duke Watson, the tail, on 2nd down and 5, and he's getting the ball. And he is stuffed.
Yep.
Lost a yard.
Now you got to get tricky with your call. Stuffed inside.
That was
Nuofi, is that who made that play? 52.
Nuofi.
Yep.
He just blew everything up. And Esteen from the secondary was there as well. And we got a timeout. 2:55 to go, and a 3rd down and a big 5 coming up.
No, and it wasn't with the blocking, it was with his quarterback. He probably had 2 plays in the huddle. He took it down too close to the clock and wasn't able to call the run play that the coach instructed him to run. He probably had 2 went, and he went to the wrong one. Now 3rd and 6. I think you got to throw the ball here. You have to just trust. Get your halfback on somebody out of the backfield. Is that what you do?
Isaac Brown, good receiver. And he's looking downfield on a crossing route. He floated one.
Got tipped. No, it got tipped at the line of scrimmage. He was going to the other running back on that play. I think it was
Valdez.
Valdez, 50, is the guy who got his hand on it.
Wow, that's a change of complexion because now the clock stopped and it's 4th and 5.
Watch him get his left hand on it. Was it left elbow, in fact? Okay, you're throwing low. I don't think that would have been a first down anyway because Carson Buehner was right there on the play. It might have been a completion, but not a first down.
So, whole different deal right now. Hunter's going to drop back as the punt returner with Boston out shaken up. And it takes a big bounce. He's going to scoop it at the 25. I thought he ran out of sideline over there, but I guess he got that.
He didn't, but he made a first down on the play and the catch. Instead of letting that ball go out of bounds, he got one for the offense. Watch, he could let this go out of bounds. He retrieves it at about the 25 and makes almost 15 yards on that play.
So that saves him some real estate.
Yep.
It was a 14-yard return on a 45-yard punt. So here we go. Damon Williams, 3 touchdown passes today. I've got him at 22 out of 26 for 336 yards and 3 touchdowns. Is that about right?
It is, yep.
So the foundation of the Huskies program next year, their young quarterback in some hot water here. He's going to keep it. Good run, positive yardage, clock runs. They have 2 timeouts remaining.
This is where, when you're rushing these quarterbacks and they can do this, it is so frustrating in these 2-minute offenses, what they can do from that pocket like that. It's like playing AAU football out there for them right now.
Need to get to the 48 for a first down, and here's Coleman. He's got a whole bunch more than that. Jonah Coleman, one of his best runs of the day, and it's first down.
Watch the defensive end go quarterback on this one. He's going to go tackle the quarterback, and Coleman has the free path on the play.
14 yards for Jonah.
Coming right off the edge, it goes right at the quarterback here. He doesn't even look at their handoff, and he runs right by him.
And we're at the 2-minute timeout. And our countdown to our season begins right now.
It's the flow of the game, doesn't he?
He does. Louisville had a 2-touchdown lead.
So with that long drive, the last drive, Louisville was very conservative in their pass rush. 3-man rush, 4-man rush. They were, happy to let him throw the short routes, got burned late. I wonder if Louisville, Ron English defensive coordinator, will get more aggressive, trying to get that ball out of the hand of Damon Williams a little quicker here. Remember, the yin and the yang is you're down to your 4th corner out there. Do you really want to go man-to-man with your number 4 corner out there? It's a tough call.
That number 4 corner is by opt-out and then injury to the guy that took his place, Tavion Nicholson, who had a pick 6 to open this game to make it 7-0. Empty backfield. Williams comes back the other way, the tight end screen, and that one sniffed out nicely by Louisville. Latu, he still hasn't gone down.
I'll tell you, Jordan Gerard, number 94, has had a good second half. He's been stuffing it inside. He reads this quickly. Watch him get out to it and then holds on for dear life on this play.
Down to a minute and a half at the snap.
Here they come after him.
2nd and 10. Williams in trouble. Trying to scramble out of it. And throws late. And he completes it. And it's Jeremiah Hunter inside the 10-yard line. How did he get rid of the ball?
How did he see anybody? I thought he was just getting rid of it. Did he actually see anybody to throw to? Obviously, he did. Watch how many times he has to spin away from this play. He's open, but why wouldn't he be open? You rush anybody will watch as 1 spin, 2 spins, 3 spins, turn around. How could he never saw him? He's no way he saw him.
Well, it's the best 33-yard completion where he never saw a receiver in his life.
Louisville, as we thought, might bring more players. They bring 6 here in the pocket. He comes up inside, spins out. I don't know how he ever got his eyes focused downfield. I thought he was just throwing it away. He did more than that, made a huge play.
And then Washington, I don't know why they took a timeout.
I just, maybe so Williams just can get his wits about him after all that spinning.
Yeah, Jed did it. So they're down to 1. And they still have 1:17 to go in his 1st and goal. From the 8-yard line. Here comes the end around. Giles Jackson diving to the corner. And he's out of bounds.
Stepped out about the 4, it looks like.
So if he hasn't done everything as a receiver, this time on the jet sweep, comes up short of what would have been his 4th touchdown. Yeah, he stepped out right there.
He starts to shift that ball to his left hand so he can reach out for the pylon just as he steps on the line.
You could see the shoe print at about the 4.5-yard line. So 1:10 left. 2nd down and goal. Just inside the 4. Jonah Coleman now the tailback with Damon Williams. Might have changed the play, and the play clock runs out.
And they're going to have to burn another timeout, aren't they? Yeah, they did. They'd have to.
So now they'd love to have that other one back.
Yeah, you can't lose yards when you're down on the 4-yard line.
So they're out of timeouts. And as you saw, we were saying they got to go. And they didn't even get close, really, to getting this snapped. And Jed Fish knows he didn't want to have to do that, but he's got a young guy out there.
Absolutely. He understands it. You're coaching, a young football player, only his 2nd true start, full game. You're going to have to live with some of this stuff.
You're building the team around him, at least offensively, for next year. He's been sensational throughout this whole game. And we thought that some clock management issues and stuff like that, maybe the sacks that he didn't need to take that cropped up in the Oregon game, might rear its head in this game, and it hasn't for the most part. Not that bad anyway. So now no timeouts, 2nd down and goal, and they've got plenty of time with 1:10 to go. 6th play of the drive upcoming. Two runs, 3 passes. They've covered 58 yards in a minute and a half. A little pylon repair over there. Maybe we shouldn't have shown you that shot at Tony. Maybe that did it. They got it set. Just inside the 4. 2nd down and goal. Williams looks left, comes back to the right. Throws late and incomplete, out of bounds. 3rd down and goal.
Was tried to go to the slot receiver that time, but he stumbled coming out of his route, so he had to go away from him. Watch, he wants to go right here on this play, but watch the receiver on the cut. He stumbles, and he has to go the other way. Giles Jackson, nowhere to go, comes back, get rid of it. See, here now you almost have to use your best 2-point play. Okay, you can't really save it. You got 2 chances to score. You got to score first.
And then use your 2nd best 2-point play at the end.
Yep.
Hunter in motion. This time he's rolling the other way, and he tripped up at the 11-yard line. What a play by Conga.
So Garrard has made it 94 a play. And now Conga comes in and just tips the back of his heel.
Takes that big right paw and just got a piece
How
of
ironic on the play, on the pass where he spins out. They have like 4 shots on him, and they can't tackle him. Here you got 1 finger, and you make the play.
And now Louisville takes the timeout to get their defense set. On that last play, whoa.
No, that's okay. You could chuck a receiver in college football downfield as long as the ball isn't in the air.
And it wasn't. It was in the hands of the quarterback. Again, Rene Conga, the senior transfer out of Ontario, Canada, 290-pounder, and loss of 6 on that swipe. And that's 4th and goal at the 10. So this is the last chance for the Huskies. They had it down inside the 4.
I saw them in practice have that Detroit Lion lateral pass, you know, where you throw it one way and then they lateral to the guy coming the other way. I wonder if they will do that here.
Well, it's an empty backfield, but now Coleman's going to join the backfield.
No, it's zone. Comes back, nobody moves, zone coverage.
Williams waits, goes to the corner, in and out of the hands of Hunter.
They called interference, did they not?
I didn't see a flag.
Very upset on the play. What are they upset about?
And now there is a flag. I didn't see it.
I think they called.
Pass interference. Defense number 30. By rule, the ball be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
It was right in the corner and in the shadows of the stadium. I didn't see it.
Both fighting for the ball, both looking back.
Oh, boy, I don't know.
I don't like that call either.
That's some hand fighting.
I don't either. I don't think that's a good call. I really don't. That's nobody. Both guys fighting. Both guys have a chance to make the play. I think that's a big call on 4th down.
They call it on Mosby, the 4th corner that's playing due to injury and opt-outs. And now we're right back to 1st and goal at the 2. Williams in trouble, scrambles out of it, got back and lost a yard. 2nd down and goal, clock running. They're out of timeouts, remember. And Devon Williams saying, come on, guys, get lined up.
Can't get up, no arguing now. Got to get up. We have to use all our play.
Center looked at him and said, what's the count? Well, what's the play? 2nd and goal. Here's the play. Williams directing traffic. Now trying to head to the stick. Can't get there.
I don't think so.
Nope. And he's saying, look upstairs. I think he's out at the 1.
He reached his hand out with his right hand. Tackle is low. No, the ball came out, and it came out on the sideline. It did not go through the end zone. If that went through the end zone, that would be a touchback. They're going to have to look at that very carefully.
Here's from AT&T Pylon Cam.
If the ball went through the end zone, it's a touchback Louisville ball. They're going to look at this, I'm telling you.
The ruling on the field, the runner being short of the goal line is under further review.
So 2 things to look at. Does he have the ball when he crosses that pylon?
Right.
Okay. And then the second is, if he's losing the ball before he steps out of bounds, where does it cross?
He leaps there, loses the handle.
Watch the ball come loose right now.
It's off his fingertips there. Man.
I don't know. Depth perception-wise, I can't tell. I cannot tell. I think they're going to have to go with the call so far on the field.
Here's one more newer look. Yeah, I don't think he made it.
Neither do I. I think the call on the field is correct. What they're looking for, I think, is did he fumble it through the end zone for a touchback?
Which is a play that I hate.
Yeah, but
you and I argue about it
I
all
like
the time.
it because that does not let you just throw the ball.
I understand. Boy, I'm glad I'm not.
I don't think there's anything there to overturn this call.
I'm glad I'm not Richard Brown, our replay official. And the prayer is going on.
I know.
Sideline.
Please. Please make me 6'3" and my arms 35.
Instead of 5'11". Well, unfortunately, we got Puryear in the way on that angle. He obviously lands out of bounds, and so does the ball.
I don't know if there's anything to patch together here when the ball goes. I don't know. I don't see anything definitive.
Well, we're about to, well, we're still not going to find out. It's that close. You can tell because it's taken that much time, and it should. It's the most crucial play in the ball game so far in a game full of unbelievable plays. We've got another one under review. This is one where the referee says, what do you think? I don't know. What do you think?
Gonna blow it up a little bit more. Do we see any more? Boy.
His body and ball and everything's out of bounds.
Well, his body, there's no doubt. But
right.
Did the ball go over the goal line? You know, I'm so confused sometimes. They say that that goal line goes to infinity out there. So if that's the case, if the goal line goes to infinity, did the we just
had this conversation before the game.
If the goal line keeps going to infinity, that ball crossed the goal line, but I don't understand.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands.
That's what
Please
I thought.
set the game clock to 18 seconds. Game clock will start on the snap.
I think that that's proof that the goal line does not go to infinity, because if that was the case, it would have crossed the line.
Now, this drive, remember, started for the Huskies at their own 38-yard line with 2:38 on the clock. So 2 minutes and 20 seconds they've used. The 10th play of the drive is coming up. What they'd really like is one of those timeouts back. But here it is, 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Well, to be insured to have 2 clean plays, you have to throw on 3rd down, and then you have the option on 4th down of running or throwing, obviously. To ensure you have 2 clean plays.
Now you got a quarterback that's got the quickest feet around, but he's going to throw quickly to Jackson, and he dropped the ball. Incomplete. It's 4th and goal.
Well, that's what I expected on 3rd down. A quick pass. Jackson has a chance to finish. Oh, nice. Got his hand on it.
Great play.
McDonald did. Tamarion McDonald, the transfer from Tennessee. 4 years there, makes that play, getting his hand on it, busts it out.
Well, here's the ball game. One way or the other, barring a defensive penalty, which we've already had.
Or overtime, right?
Or overtime. They got to get the touchdown first. Williams, the fade to the corner. He got it to Jackson. Touchdown. Number 4 on the day. And is Jedd Fisch going to go for 2? Yes, he is. What? Unbelievable.
Inside fade, that's the one where you have the most room out there to be able to throw. One-on-one to the outside. Perfect throw that time. Not able to be defended.
And a 2-point conversion for the win.
Well, this was worth the price of admission.
They're 2 for 4 on 2-point conversions this year. I didn't have to pay to get in, but I would have. 62 yards and 11 plays.
Remember, account for the quarterback run. You must account for him.
For a Husky win on a 2-point conversion. Williams throws same spot. Broken up by Louisville. And the Cardinals are going to come away with a win. Antonio Watts.
I think it was.
One of the captains of the defense with the play of the game defensively.
Maybe a foot higher on that throw. He had an opportunity, but Antonio Watts makes the play. I don't blame him for going for 2, do you?
No.
I mean, that's what I would have done.
They've been here all week. You know,
Absolutely.
let's go play to win. And they almost did. Dramatic comeback for the Huskies from 2 touchdowns down, but they end up that short.
Oh, what a great play by Watts on this play. He was going to stop the
play was an unsuccessful try. After the try was over, there were 2 fouls for unsportsmanlike conduct against Louisville. Number 90 and number 97. Both fouls will be enforced. One for touching, the other for taking their helmet off later on.
Okay, they could have kept a flag in the pocket for that.
Yeah, I think so too. But what a play by Watts on this play. He actually has the screen on this play. Watch him come up for the screen and then back out to make the play. It's not even his guy, and he sinks back in to make the play.
That's some savvy football right there.
Watch him. He goes up, and then he goes, no. Actually, it was one more in. He had Jackson on the play, and he sinks for it. He thinks he's got it. Not quite high enough.
You know, I was thinking before that pass, I was going to say, can we have co-offensive players of the game with Williams and Jackson?
Yeah.
And now...
now we might not be able to go that way.
No. I don't pick that anyway. The Sun Bowl people, media people pick that. And there's, I guess, the celebration. I'd be celebrating, too, if I made a play like that.
So here's the deal, though, now. If the onside kick is good, okay, and they receive it, they're in field goal range to win the game.
Yeah,
that's with the outcome of those penalties.
That's the craziness here. So now the hands team has got to really make this catch because
otherwise it's a Hail Mary. Now it's a field goal to win.
Thought we'd seen everything. Grady Gross is a guy that'll onside kick it, and he would love an opportunity for a field goal to win it. But first, he's got to squib one here. And Louisville's going to take a timeout, make sure they got everything they want.
I'm for a new rule in college football. If it's under 10 seconds in the game and you deflect a 2-point play, you're allowed to run as if you won the game and not get called.
I'm with you.
Just write it in early right now. You know?
If you want to take your helmet off, you're probably tired and hot.
The play inside, he is actually covering Giles Jackson on the play. He sinks. When Williams throws the ball, he thinks he's wide open on the play, and they make it.
And Jeff was going to take his headset off, and I think he had to put it back on now. And called a timeout to make sure he had the right guys in the right spot. They wanted to see which direction Gross was going to kick this onside kick from. Right now it looks like from right to left.
We've done a lot of games. If this gets recovered, we've never seen one like this.
No, we haven't. It's heading that way. High hop. And
out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Oh my goodness.
And now's the flags flying again.
That thing bounced high enough. Everybody was blocking.
It went 10 yards, didn't
Absolutely,
it?
it did.
It took the perfect bounce right there.
And then it's actually hit.
There was no foul puller into play. Ball was legally touched. The clock started. We're corrected 4 seconds. First down, Louisville.
The first touch on the play was by Washington on the play. I think it was Kariski, number 85, is the first guy. He touches it right there. And then knock it out of bounds. That's all you have to do.
And then it's a hot potato, and it's out of bounds, and Louisville can just take a knee. We've seen one of the most exciting Sun Bowls in the 91-year history.
Absolutely.
Right down to the last play. And I know Devon Williams feels bad, but 4 touchdown passes today.
Yeah. And I really don't blame him. When first look, when you see the inside man of the 3 bite on the screen pass, you think you got an easy 2-point play to win the game, and all of a sudden he backs up into it.
Louisville wins its 9th game of the season, and they're the 2024 Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl champs. What a finish. What a game.
Yeah, nice story about Devon Williams, but also Harrison Bailey. Waited all this time to play, was ready to play, got his team, maneuvered him as well as he could. Good stories on both sides as the
flakes fly.
Yes, that's what we say. If you care about the game, the fans will care about the game. And that guy cares about the game.
He had 4 touchdown catches. Giles Jackson showing his emotions there.
And he knows that's it. He will not be back next year. So he knows his last game gave it all he had.
And Harrison Bailey, in his first start in a long time, is the offensive hero for the Cardinals. They finished on a 3-game winning streak, coupled with their win over Kentucky and Pitt, and now it's a Frosted Flakes bath. Luckily, there's no milk in there for Coach Brom.
And the much traveled from 4-star to Tennessee to UNLV to sitting the bench to getting his opportunity and coming through for his football team and his teammates.
And he and the coach are with Jenny.
Coach, where's your heart rate at right now?
Well, it was a football game, went down to the wire. I give our guys credit. This team played hard. They came back in the second half, but our guys just fought to the end, and that's really what competitive football is. You just got to keep playing to the very end, and luckily we came out on top.
How did this defense and Antonio Watts help seal the deal down there?
Well, our guys have played hard all year. We got a good group. They want to win. They made a few big plays on us without question, but we buckled down when we had to. Our quarterback right here, Harrison, who hadn't played really much all year, stepped up and did a great job. And it was just a complete team effort.
Harrison, you have waited and waited and waited for this moment, your first career start here at Louisville. How did you take advantage of this opportunity?
First I want to thank God. Without him, none of this is possible. And then my teammates, especially my O-line up front, and the defense, man, they came up big time right there at the end.
How is this team able to unite so many opt-outs? You were able to come out and perform the way that you did. What does that say about this program?
We love each other. It's a culture that you want to be a part of. I love my guys to death, and we'll lay it on the line for them.
One question for you both. Has winning ever tasted so great? Some Frosted Flakes for you guys. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Tony.
You gotta try some. Get on in there. Get on in there.
And now it's time for the plays of the game presented by Jersey Mike Subs. Let's take a look at two of the biggest ones that capped the game. Down to a minute and a half at the snap.
Here they come after him.
2nd and 10. Williams in trouble. Trying to scramble out of it. And the throw late. And he completes it. And it's Jeremiah Hunter inside the 10-yard line. How did he get rid of the ball?
How did he see anybody? I thought he was just getting rid of it. Did he actually see anybody to throw to? Obviously he did.
For a Husky win on a 2-point conversion. Williams throws same spot. Broken up by Louisville. And the Cardinals are going to come away with a win. Antonio Watts.
I think it was.
One of the captains of the defense with the play of the game defensively. And that's how they won it. Louisville Cardinals, a 9-win season. And some close losses mixed in there. It could have been so much more. 35-34, our final score. I got to turn you loose to your grandkids and the golf course.
You too. You got the.
Jenny's going to Sports HQ. I got to do some basketball. That's going to wrap it up for us, though. For Gary Danielson, Jenny Dell, Craig Silver, our producer, Steve Milton, our director, and our entire CBS crew. Saying so long from El Paso. 35-34 tonight on CBS. Catch Nashville's Big Bash with Keith Urban and company. Post-game show, the Army post-game show is coming up next. So long from El Paso.
I am